Good morning and welcome to Hellstormwargaming. I am Tom, and that, my friends,
Get my mic.
is Elliot, and we are live Into the Hellstorm. You can see Nick in our camera, and we are live for round 1 of Into the Hellstorm 10, or because we're cool, we've given it an X. And good morning, we hope you can hear us. Obviously, we're going live. This is me and Elliot, and we want to know, is there any sound issues? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Do we sound delightful? What do you think? Do we sound delightful?
I think we sound delightful. I always think we sound delightful.
Yeah. So if you're in chat, we can see you in the chat, so give us a comment and stuff like that. Let us know you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from. But we are here this weekend to bring you 6 games of epic Warhammer goodness live from the shed. Now, we've not streamed from the shed before. The mega shed, because we've upgraded it especially for this weekend, yeah? We've not streamed from the shed before, have we?
We've not.
And this is the first time streaming one of our own events, and we're very excited. So we're going to bring you 6 games, 3 today, 3 on Sunday as well. Nick, you look lovely there, sir, I have to say. You look lovely. You are literally stood right in our camera shot there. You're like an advert for Marvel. We can't hear you, Nick, so you go and mill around while me and Elliot set the scene for this epic clash of titans, yeah.
Ready for phase 4 of the Nick cinematic universe.
Yeah.
The MCU.
So you join us right now as we've got Tom Lohman playing Genestealer Cults. This is round 1, and we have Brad Hall playing Tau Empire. Now, I'm excited. Elliot, you're a big Tau fan. Are you excited to have Tau on the table for turn 1?
I'm pretty excited. Farsight Enclaves as well.
Ooh.
Red, spicy Tau.
But he's not painted them red. They're white, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe they're stealthy.
We took some creative liberties with Farsight.
Yeah. Can I just say hi to Jordan in chat, Stab, how are you? James, Jamie, lovely to have you all in chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if we sound and look fabulous. Elliot will look a little bit more fabulous than me. And as you can see, our production values have gone up. Elliot,
skyrocketed.
Elliot, what can you see on the screen that potentially isn't high production value? Excuse the fact that Nick's in the camera shot.
There seems to be a watermark.
Yes. At 2 a.m. this morning, me and Mikey decided this was a good idea, and we decided it would be funny to leave the watermark in there. So
yeah,
I think it's meant to say Dream Labs. So we're giving Dree a bit of a plug today. Yeah,
we definitely didn't spot it.
No.
30 seconds before going live.
No.
And then go, let's just leave that in.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today, guys, and joining us. Game 1 is going to be a chill affair. So we want to know what you're doing for your Saturday morning. Me and Elliot are just going to have a laugh. As you might know, me and Elliot, not the most competitive people, which is why we put some fun armies on for turn 1, right?
I've been studying the Fusion Blade.
And what have your studies of the Fusion Blade, discovered for you, Elliot?
That Tau, whilst reading the codex yesterday, I was like, I'm going to know loads. And then realised that actually there's been a cabillion FAQs and chapter approved and all sorts since Warhammer begun. So I actually don't know very much.
This is going to be a whirlwind of fun and everything. So we also have Nick Lamborn with us, or in the nick of time, he's going to be going around our tables of all our 54 players and getting a bit of scores on the doors and updates and stuff. So we'll cross to him once the rounds got going, but everyone's just deploying right now. So we have 15 minutes now where the lads are just deploying. We're going to cross over in a minute, but me and Elliot are going to take you through the list in a second.
We're going to try.
Are you ready with your Tau list while we go and have a look at the table and I'll explain what's going on?
I mean, the only thing I know about Tau, Farsight Enclaves, is that they're red, and they're not red. So I'm not feeling great about it. I'll be completely honest. But I know they're going to do a lot. And the list, no spoilers, it's very fast. It's not a castle. It's not a castle.
Oh, God.
So it's just going to be bad.
This is what's going to happen, Elliot. Yeah? Mikey's going to, be watching this somewhere or, watching this back, and he's going to be like, they've ruined my channel. They've ruined everything. He was like,
guys, I'm going to go and do some serious chewing. He's actually probably in, the disabled loos with the camera up, going, what are they doing to my channel? What are they doing?
He's probably watching this. He's probably watching this right now as well, somewhere in the room. Yeah. So, lovely to see you all in the chat. I have to big shout out to Gitley Gaming, 6++ Gaming. If you enjoy what you are watching this weekend, we'd love it if you could just drop a like on the stream. No, Elliot, can you tell everyone to like the stream now? Tell them.
Like the stream now?
Yep.
Or I won't be fed.
Yeah, like the stream. If you like what you're watching, drop us a super chat. And if you're feeling extra frisky, be a member, and we will love you forever.
Well, your name will be in lights. I'll read it in my best Space Marine voice.
Yeah. Now, shall we take a look at the room? Shall we have a look at the room? So the boys, as you can see, they're in the room right now, deploying. We have Brad in the black t-shirt. Brad is playing Tau. You'll see his Sunshark Bombers just on the left there. He's also got one to the right. We have Tom with very little on the board. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why Tom's got very little on the board?
Because he's in the sewers at the moment. He's playing Vermintide.
Right, okay.
And he's about to jump out of all the sewers, and I've been told by him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
That he's going to start singing when the...
Really?
Very secret.
Okay.
Very secret. He's been watching Les Miserables, and he's going to jump out of the sewers and go, "Can you hear the people sing?"
Right, okay. Is that what he's
Some
going to do?
culture for you there.
Right, okay.
Some culture. We didn't think we were going to go to musicals this morning, but that's where we've gone.
Elliot, keep filling while I fix the nameplate, all right?
He's got all them little blips. So instead of... The treat of playing GSC is instead of deploying like a normal person, you get to put lots of little blips down instead.
Like a normal person? Are we saying that Tom's not a normal person? Because I actually
people who play GSC aren't typically normal people. They normally have like webbed fingers, big claws, elongated skulls as they start to become a Genestealer strain. So pretty unnormal, atypical, I would say.
I'm just very proud of myself because I fixed my first problem.
There we go.
Right, okay, we don't need Mikey anymore. The channel is ours. It belongs to us.
Stack Overflow. You have put the CP in though, and Brad doesn't have his.
Oh,
so
well, maybe Brad just Brad doesn't need them. Maybe Brad's got that many guns as a Tau player, you know? Why does he need CP, you know? So don't know.
Built in. GW have built in a nerf. If you play Tau, they're already so strong. You don't have command points. You're not allowed them.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to fix that right now. We'll fix that at some other point.
So good though, because then I wouldn't have to remember all of the thousands of stratagems that they have.
Shall we take a look at the board? Okay, so let's have a look at this. So today we are going to have to fix the name again. However, we are playing Mission 1, Tide of Conviction, on this WTC style board. All right, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does look pretty good.
So, Elliot, can you start going through the Tau list for me, which is Brad, whilst I also fix
Let's
stuff.
go through it. So, we have a patrol detachment first. I believe it's a patrol detachment. So, in that, we have, obviously, Farsight Enclaves. 2 HQs. We have 2 commanders in Cold-Star battlesuits. They have a million things. They're kitted out to the teeth. So, the first one is a Master of the Killing Blow. That's one of his Warlord traits. He also has a burst cannon, a high output burst cannon, a missile pod, a Nova Surge plasma rifle, a normal plasma rifle. I think they replace each other, don't they? I think they've only actually got one of them. And then he's obviously taken a Warlord trait. And then the other Cold Star has Precision of the Hunter, a high output burst cannon, and he's a Promising Pupil, which I believe that he can take a Warlord trait or a relic. I'm not quite sure. I will catch up. But basically, they've just got 1,000 things each. He also has I'm going to struggle to say this, chat, so I apologise. A thermoneutronic projector. Unnecessary. Unnecessary, that name, isn't it? He also, for his troops... Well, there you go, spoiler. For his troops, he has some troops. Troop carnivores. They've got quill grenades. And then in his elites, this is where, obviously, the flavour of Tau comes in. So he's got a squad... Let me count how many there are. 5. There are 5 Crisis battlesuits in this one. So, that is 4 Chasseurs. Gonna get all of the Tau vernacular.
I really enjoyed the extra sort of little woo-wee at the end. Ooh, Chasseurs.
Chasseurs?
Chasseurs. Your balls dropped during that. I'm not gonna lie, Elliot, okay?
If you played Dawn of War, you will remember that when they used to spawn, they used to go, Chasseurs, ready. There you go. There's my little facts for you. So they've all got burst cannons, cyclic ion blasters, and early warning override, and a plasma rifle. They're all kitted out the same, apart from the Chasseurs, the sergeant between me and you, who has basically all the same weapons. He has an Iridium battlesuit, gives him I think a +2 save. It's like the equivalent of Artificer armor. He also has a shield generator and stim injectors, which I believe gives him a feel no pain at some point. They have 4 shield drones with them, and then there's a little squad of Crisis battlesuits, only a 3-man squad, so that's 2 Chasseurs and 1 Chasseurs. They've got burst cannons again, cyclic ion blasters, and plasma rifles, but they've all got target lock. In his fast attack slot, still of the same detachment, there's a lot of little things in this. We've got some Kroot Hounds, 2 squads of them at 4 hounds apiece. We've got a Hammerhead gunship, with the railgun. Obviously, they've got 2 gun drones that kind of come like little bin lids strapped to the side of them. And then in the flyers, there's loads in this. In the flyers, 2 Sunshark bombers. They got missile pods, interceptor drones, and they have iron rifles.
So I'm going to just
much stuff.
So much stuff. I'm going to just interrupt you.
Yeah,
all right, they've just done the roll off for turn 1. Yeah, Tau go first.
Oof.
But they've got some pre-game movements, so they're just working out the redeploys and who wants to go first. So anyway, you finish that off.
That's okay. It's actually not a lot left.
Oh,
so there's another Crisis battlesuit. Now, obviously, the thing with Tau, they have a rule where normally you can only take 1 commander.
Yep.
Pass at Enclaves, though, no ethereal, so you get to take as many commanders as you want. I think actually you just get to take an extra.
Okay, so basically, extra shooty goodness from a guy who can actually do something like an ethereal.
If you gave me the choice between having to take an ethereal, which is basically like a blue pope, or taking a commander in a Cold Star battlesuit with a million things, I would take that every time.
For sure.
So this guy in the Cold Star battlesuit has the Talisman of Artus Moloch, and I'm going to tell you what that does, because I know what it does. So that allows him to do Deny the Witch tests and add 1, as if he was a psyker.
Ooh.
Because I've read the book.
You've read the book and studied the blades.
They go to a demon world, and Farsight's like, what are these weird aliens? And they fight them. So because of that ancient knowledge passed down from Farsight, they can deny the witch. Anyway, let's move on.
I like it. I like the lore. Give me more lore.
Brute carnivores. I'll name them properly this time. Again with cool grenades.
Yeah.
And then we have... Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what it is? In another elite slot, what it possibly
is. It more crisis suits?
It's more crisis suits.
Yeah!
So we've got 2 Chassuis.
Yes.
And 1 Chasvrei. And they have burst cannon, a cyclic iron blaster, fusion blasters, very tasty, and target lock.
Oh, very nice.
And all of that comes in at 1998, the year that Tom was born.
I wish it was. I had a few extra ones on there, but yeah. So basically, Tau are doing what Tau do best, where they ton of guns, ton of Daka. I was chatting to Brad before the game, and he was saying to me that he has over 100 burst cannon shots.
Wow.
There's in dice rolled if he wants to. So there's going to be some acolytes, there's going to be some neophyte hybrids in Tom's list. Yeah, they're gonna melt, right? So what Tom needs to do.
Hopefully.
Tom is playing the Genestealer cults. He has a glass cannon army, yeah? But the one bonus he has is he's not on the board really turn 1, effectively, unless the blips get triggered by Brad, yeah? So Tom's thing is, well, I'm just going to hide with my Atalan Jackals and other bits and pieces, and then I'm going to gun for you with my Genestealers and my bikes and hope for the best. So I'm going to quickly rattle through Tom's list before the guys get into their turn 1. So Tom is running a custom cult, which is accustomed to turmoil and industrial affinity. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie, Genestealer cults is not my strong point. So I had to do a bit of Googling. So accustomed to turmoil is basically win rolls of 1 to 2 always fail, irrespective of any abilities that the attacker might have. And industrial affinity is you can ignore all hit roll, ballistic skill, and weapon skill modifiers with an industrial weapon for things with this cult creed. So basically, people we are seeing people take industrial affinity for Genestealer cults when they're playing it, so it's quite good. It's reliable. So any industrial weapons, so the rock saws, the siege guns, whatever, they're all basically they don't suffer any penalty to their hit roll, effectively. So let's get into some units that Tom's taken. Tom has got HQ. He's got an Acolyte Icon Ward, the guy with the banner, and he's got a Magus with the power Might from Beyond, Psychic Stimulus, and he's got the Relic, the Unwilling Orb. The Magus is the Warlord. Troops, we've got 3 squads of 5 Acolyte hybrids. These are all with hand flamers. So hand flamers to do some nice, and also they're really good because they can just do some, like, they're quite easy to hide, little 5-man units, so they can just sit on an objective, be a nuisance if needed. We then have a squad of 20 neophyte hybrids. Looking at that, have I done that right? That looks like good maths. Yes, 20 neophyte hybrids. And then we have another squad of 20 neophyte hybrids. Those are both 200 points each. A mixture of stuff. There's some auto pistols, a couple of shotguns, etc. So, nice. Those are basic guardsmen. Big squad of 20 guardsmen with an extra head, or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. In the elites, we have a Kellamorph. He is Mr. Shooty Shotgun Cowboy Boy with the Wormtooth rounds. He has a squad of 10 Pure Strain Genestealers. So, the Genestealers have arrived on the planet and seeded this planet. And now they are...
Seed me, daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Now they're going in for a scrap as well. Then we have a squad of 8 pure strain Genestealers and another squad of 8. So he's got quite heavy on the Genestealers for that really... I think they can move... I think Tom was saying they can move 22-inch.
Pretty mental.
Yeah, they can just move so fast. We then
it's the end goal of a Genestealer cult army, isn't it, really? To all become Genestealers. These are clearly just further along their path.
Absolutely. Then we have the Sanctus, who's the guy on the sniper rifle, to do on the bike. And then fast attack, we have lots of Atalan Jackals. So we have 2 squads of 7 Atalan Jackals. Nice. So these are the guys on the bikes with things like demolition charges or blasting charges, and a mixture of there's a wolf quad there as well. You'll be able to see the wolf quad. So those have the incinerator flamers. Yeah. So basically the mini quads, right? Yeah. And that is it. That is 1999 points. Now, guys, look. We're going to be honest with you, aren't we, Elliot? Genestealer cults are difficult. We are going to get things wrong. Help us out. If we get things wrong, let us know in chat. But we're here for fun. It's Saturday morning. We're here for good times, not long times. So if I was Tom, I'd be playing for surviving as long as possible. No, the other Tom. The other Tom in that room over there. We're going to play for a good time, not a long time, right?
Yeah.
However, this is a 6 objective mission. This is Tide of Conviction. So I'll just jump back to the board. You'll be able to see, this is actually okay for mission-wise for Genestealer cults. They can take things like Raise the Banners, which you'll see Tom has taken. The only thing that he has to be aware of is that middle bit is quite open for firing angles from the tower deployment zone. You'll be able to see that sort of around from objective sort of 5 and across the middle, and then objective 2 and 3 across the middle. Those are really strong firing arcs, so he has to be careful that he doesn't leave stuff out in the open to get shot at and stuff like that. So
it's how excel it.
Yeah.
Choosing a nice firing lane and just blasting everything that's down it.
Yep, absolutely. Now, what I think we're going to do is we've got Brad is in his first movement phase, and as you can see, I think he's been a little bit cagey. Understandable. As you see, his crisis suits are in Deep Strike, in Manta Strike, as it's known in Tower World, and he's just going to go... I'm going to wait to see where you pop up next turn. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit of... I'm going to sit on the objectives that I want to do. You're going to have to do with some Kroot Carnivores. You might have to do with some Kroot Hounds. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not really bothered about losing them anyway. But I'm going to sit on some objectives and let you take the next move, you know?
I love how interesting it is, this whole... I mean, obviously, we've been into it for a while now, but not being able to choose whether you have first turn and just being given first turn is quite difficult. Obviously, I think Tau probably would have wanted to go second here because... his ability to alpha strike anything is completely reduced.
Yes.
Because they're just going to hide in the sewers. All the important stuff is going to hide in the sewers. It's going to kill a few quads. Do you want to do that with your turn 1? Some positioning, but actually Tau are really squishy. I think they benefit from positioning later on in the game. So
the only thing that I think Brad will be glad about getting turn 1 from is that he's negated the turn 1 charge from those Genestealers, yeah? Coming straight forward, absolutely rampaging. Look, you'll be able to see around objective 4, he's strung out a line of what appear to be Kroot Carnivores. Yeah, that is just to stop those Genestealers getting right in on the crisis blob, which is behind the big L at the top of the screen. So he's like, look, I just didn't want that to happen. Turn 1 gives him that chance to push out, create a bit of a screen, and then go, look, you want to send your Genestealers in? That's fine. They're going to be chewing through about 60 points of crew. Oh, and guess what? I'm going to nuke them with some burst cannons next turn. So I think so far Brad will be happy. Brad doesn't have to do too much at the moment. He just has to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. Because Genestealer cult, if they get in on the many charges, things like Crossfire as well coming into play and being exposed, he doesn't want to give too many angles for the for Tom to come in and be like, you've just given away this unit and you didn't mean to, or you've given me an angle to this crisis team, etc. So I think that's what it is. So what I think we'll do is we'll cross to the table, see what the lads are talking about. It feels like Brad's drawing towards the end of his movement phase, and we'll see what they've got to say. Yeah. Ta-da!
The squad makeup is all the same. It's 4 flamers, 4 seismics. If I fucked up, I'll move stuff around. Yeah, so the only thing we've got to do is lace it so that the characters are all in here alongside. Yep. The big Neo pack. You're not like weight of shots on the bombers, are you? It's more like
it's 4 strength 7 -1/2 damage. Yeah. 12 cycling.
No, that's
and then 2 seeking missiles, but that's the game.
Okay. And then okay, sweet. So let's get some stuff out.
Mental die, but I'm kind of happy with that. I can kill some jackals. Was I dumb? Do I leave myself right to shoot that because I can't kill too many? Yeah, I think so.
Let's just have So Omega Star. Prime Star.
Yeah, we just look really nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I love the rusty colours.
Right. So no, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Bannerman.
What's Genestealer's to wear? What Genestealer's called?
Come on, just the pure strains. They won't be here in a couple of turns, but they'll do what they can.
We've actually not had any favourites. And normally people say, like, "Oh, I'm really interested in such and such thing."
No. Oh, they haven't done it yet. Oh, they don't know what they think of us yet. If they recognise me from any of my previous games, they'll know that I'm going to score about 30 and have a disaster. That's what happens to me. We were just saying we don't normally listen back to streams, but because you're going to be the commentator, we will this time. We're going to go and.
Oh, I wouldn't. I've just been.
Thank you very much, mate. So part of those in here.
That's on. Come on, bubble. What's going on?
We've got the predictable character bubble is happening, yeah, and then it's.
It appears they were saying nice things about you there earlier. What were they saying sweet nothings into your ear? Was Tom bribing you there for the win?
They were trying to get command points out of me.
Oh, really? What was your charging rate?
Give them.
Yeah. What was your charging rate?
Well, I don't know whether it's a bit early in the morning. We're not after the watershed, so I don't know whether I can properly talk about it. Caresses.
Caresses, fair enough. Well, caresses. I just thought whilst Tommy's just getting stuff out from blips and stuff like that, I thought we'd have a bit of a catch-up because, Elliot, it's been... Right, we're going to do this on stream. It's been ages since I've seen you. What's been going on? How's life? What's going on?
It's been 1,000 years.
What's been going on?
Here I am.
Yeah. What's going on? Tell the chat. They miss you. They want to know about you. I don't know if you do, by the way, but this is the high-level content that we're going to give you today, so...
We're going to give you. Life's been pretty good. Life's been treating me well.
What's on the painting table? What are you working on at the moment?
At the moment, Black Legion.
Oh, very snazzy.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm a bit of a weird one. I know obviously lots of people buy into Chaos because they like the idea of really spiky, horrible-looking miniatures. I don't. I like the Chaos, like the sort of Chaos that we're at the Siege of Terror, where they're all still in the Legion armor, they're all kind of still acting like a Legion, and they're just very angry about the Emperor and feel betrayed.
They're just angry about Terror, but they're not really into Chaos yet. They've not really discovered the self-flagellation vibes.
They've not all fell back to the Eye of Terror. They're not. I was laughing about this with Nick earlier. It was like, it seems like the greatest writing tool ever to be like, why is their armor all spiky now, and why do they have horns? And it's only ever given as because of the warp.
The effects of prolonged exposure to the warp, right?
Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's nonsense. So what I'm doing is doing Black Legion, and I'm doing it with like Mark III and Mark II armor.
Nice.
So
old
they're
school.
They're gonna be like fresh Sons of Horus. So the sergeants in the Legionnaire squads have like the plumes, and that's what I'm doing. There are going to be some Venom crawlers, so there's going to be a bit of spiky nonsense in there. But...
So are they Sons of Horus that have painted their armor at this point? If that makes any sense. Are you doing black? You're not doing like
they are doing black, so they've just freshly become. How I imagine this is Horus has been slain. They're currently fleeing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But also, I kind of like the idea that the warp messes with time. So Abaddon's in his full form, because obviously we've got the Abaddon model, and it's lovely. Why would I not use that?
Yeah.
And I've got a load of Justarin Terminators that are a bit chaosy. But then I imagine it's like they're being helped with time works in weird ways. So maybe some of the Legionnaire squads have only been fresh from Terror for like a few months, whereas Abaddon's been for a bit longer, and they're all at like sort of different points in their chaosification. It isn't a real word, but it is now.
Nice. We're making it a word. So it sounds like you're having fun. That's the main thing.
I'm enjoying it. Good. There may or may not be a little bit of 3D printing going on, because I've really, as much as I love GW and the models are really good, I like to make more of my stuff really unique and different.
Yeah, you don't want it to be on every table, right? You want it to feel like you've got a special model or a special...
like chain axes, and been printing like shoulder pads that are different, and the helmets are different, for instance. Yeah. Just trying to make it a bit flavorful.
So if you're watching right now, tell us what's Saturday holding for you. Where are you watching from to start with? We want to see places and names in the comments. We want to know, what are you painting? Are you working on something? Are you getting excited for the new Guard releases? Are you working on Votann? Because you're one of those people. Just so you know, no Votann here today. No Votann.
No.
There's a guy, Magoo, one of our members, one of the legends. We were hoping Magoo was going to bring the stuff. Didn't in the end. So, question, what are you watching? What are you working on? And also, let us know your thoughts on Game 1. Round 1, into the Hellstorm. We want to know, are you rooting for the Tau? Are you rooting for the many-armed Emperor, the Genestealer cults, the Snaky Boys? the alien lads who have come to, I don't know, infect the world, I guess. Anyway, we'll jump back. We'll see if Tom's finished getting out his many, many units and see what's going on. So, it looks like, obviously, one thing we need to know is that Genestealer cults are going to take... Their first and second turn is going to take the longest. Because the amount of units they have, they don't want to make any mistakes with their units, because the second they do, they're gone. They're just such a glass cannon, so Tom is really taking his time to just work out what can come out where's everything going to sit. And understandable, you know what I mean? Because it will speed up the game as we get into turn 3, 4, and 5, and as things become less, shall we say, things on the board, it's going to get quicker, right? So I think, look, turn 1 and 2 will be a bit long, but Tom doesn't want to make any mistakes at all.
Playing Genestealer cults looks very much like playing like 4-dimension chess.
Yes.
For the first 3 turns, and then turns 4 and 5 just turn into a rugby match, where you just like, everything run forward and hit things with drills. Yeah.
I love the fact he's brought the quads with the flamers, though.
Yes.
I love those.
Awesome.
I think they're cool models, again, built in with the Outland Jackals. I think Tom was saying to me as well, obviously, they're inbuilt -1 to hit.
Yep.
So Tom is just saying that we're going to go into some shooting in a second, which is nice, but like, the Tau don't want any minuses to hit, right? Because they want 4s to hit on most things. So you take them to 5s instantly. That becomes so hard to just chew through stuff. So, right.
I love how bright them sun sharks are as well. They've got the anti-flash paint on, ready to drop some nukes.
That's it. They're sort of like, do you know? Have you seen Top Gun Maverick, where he comes from the sky in the sun? Yeah. Like, you know, when he does the thing when in the plane he comes down, sort of like that. He's the Sunshark bomber's got the blind spot and the sun coming straight down. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we're into some shooting. So let's go and listen to the lads and see what they're saying.
-2, 2 damage.
7 at -2, 2 damage.
Oh crap.
That's very nice. These are 4 saves, so it's 6s. Yep. Save a couple.
2 damage.
2 damage each. So then we've got Feel No Pain from War Convoy. So we will put... I took 5 there, didn't I? So put 2 of them on a buggy. Dies. Then another 2 on a biker at the end there. He dies. Final 2. Biker lives on a wound.
Right.
Nice.
The missile pod. 2 misses.
Cool.
Oh no, they all miss.
Unlucky.
Yeah, got your -1. Then 2 Seeker missiles, which are marked on fire as well.
Yep.
1 hit.
Cool.
Fast light reroll. 1 wound.
Cool. AP.
-3.
-3, so straight through damage.
2d3.
Oh, he's a dead boy, isn't he?
5.
Let me roll 5 6s for you, Bradley. Here we go. Nope. That biker has snuffed it.
Not too bad. Other plane will do the same.
Okay, same squad.
Yeah, probably.
Go for it.
Just... yeah, take one that squad down, that'd be nice.
Cool.
So the cyclic overcharging again. Oh, I will mark my mortal wound for the other plane in a second. Take another mortal wound on this plane.
Nice one.
So my friend's taken 1.
Yep.
Afterwards, I can't wound on 2s, correct?
You can't wound on 2s, yeah, that's right. So we've got another 7.
I'll fast that reroll.
Yep.
Might as well.
Another 8.
3, 6, 8.
Very nice.
2 damage, and I'll mark them planes up.
Sure. Save 3 of those on the armor.
6.
So it's another 5. So we'll do quite a similar thing here. We will take 2 of those on the quad. And he lives on 1. And he takes the next one. And he dies. Then the next biker dies. Cool.
And the missile pod.
So far, it looks like the Sunshark bombers doing some seriously nice early alpha work on those Outland Jackals and the quads.
Yeah, which is interesting because obviously as someone rightly pointed out in the chat, they're not close enough to be doing the bombs. Turns out they've got a ton of shots anyway.
Look, they've done a bit of mortal wounds to themselves, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, in the grand scheme of things, if you get shots at Outland Jackals, you're going to take them, right? You know what I mean? So they're fast, they can tie things up that the Tau don't want tying up, and the Sunshark bombers, I would argue, are going to be in a pretty safe position most of this game, so they don't think they're going to have too many threats to worry about. You'll see, but one of the Genestealer cult's custom traits come into effect as well. They can't be wounded on 2s.
Yep.
So that helped a little, but it didn't help enough to save. So it looks like there's 2 left in that squad. They're looking at that. So we'll cross now back to the table and see what the lads are shooting now.
And he saves 2, he's on 3. Cheeky! Very nice.
Yeah, we'll still working no prisoners out at the end.
Mate, we might as well put 15 in for you now, right?
Let's put my turn.
Okay, good turn. So for no prisoners, you put a huge dent. Oh, let me do leadership. So you put a big dent in the blanks over here.
Your turn.
So one runs, got 3 more to go. Oh, I've only got 1 biker left.
I'm up with that.
Ouch! Look at that, nasty. Very nice.
They're probably both dead now. But
Yeah, I hope so. I definitely hope so.
then
Cool.
I just hope hopefully he'll be out.
I think it puts me on the back foot a lot there, which is what you wanted, right? So go over to my turn. And you've started doing an aerospace at the back there. I can't do much about that. I get a CP up to 5. The Icon Ward brings D3 bikes back over here.
Ooh.
It is the big 3. So I'll have the quads and a demo charge, please.
Did you get your secret generator?
Yeah.
You did. Oh, just check this.
Sure, 2 now. Please, yep. This has been weird because I have no CP. Yeah, drop 1, yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Very nice. And then I'll just bring the 1 biker back here, obviously, as well. Rerolls wise, I think we will hand out rerolls to the neophyte.
Yep.
And the reroll ones to wound to the neophytes as well.
We got 40 neophytes, 2 units of pure strains, and unit of acolytes in reserve.
2 units of pure strains, 2 units of acolytes, one of which is the demo charge one, and 2 big packs of neophytes, and the Kelemorph and the Nexus. So quite a lot still.
A lot.
Yeah. When you think about it, it really is quite a lot. Yeah. Cool. Bannerman's done his job now.
Next turn's issue.
So we'll start putting some banners up. So we'll pop a banner up here.
Yep.
Nexus is gonna. Sorry, Sanctus is gonna come onto here. I think he's gonna put a banner up as well. I think these pure strains will just. Question is, do we want to go aggro or not?
No, I'll think about it. I didn't think any secondaries that require me to go Monkai on. I could have probably just gone Monkai. But
What, sorry?
I probably should have gone Monkai because I didn't do any reading.
Yeah, I think there's a case for going Montcar into GSC as well. I think it makes
You get
sense.
the advance and shoot, which is nice.
Yeah. I think it definitely makes
Just kind of like Kai on out of reflex.
some degree of sense, I think.
I think 6 is a nice feel super necessary against cheap bodies.
And then, so we've got banners there, we've got banners there. I think Acolyte Pack are just going to wander onto here and put a banner up here as well.
Yep. So, yeah, you're raising 3 banners.
That's absolutely right, buddy, yeah. So, we want the planes to not be... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to put a crossfire token on things as well, right?
Okay,
so I will
it's 5 hits
put
or...
a crossfire token on this plane here.
Yep.
How many models do you actually have in No Man's Land? It's not a ton, is it, right now?
14.
14,
with the
okay.
planes.
Yep, sure.
Bye, crew.
Yeah, they do crude stuff, right?
So I do have my Crisis Suicide Preserve. I don't want you to forget.
Oh yes, no, that's true. Yes, you've got the big bunch coming in at some stage.
2 3-mans.
Yeah, that's just difficult for me to do an awful lot about. I can do some screening.
I just didn't want to like catch you out.
No. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. These guys will go 10.
So Crossfire gives you +1 to hit, Expose gives you +1 to wound, and
That's
no
right.
cover. Correct?
Yeah, that's right. And 4 goes to that. It's just whether we want to do advancing and charging shenanigans or not. The
wolf quads look so cool.
I love them. I really love them.
I wish the new Botan had more of the sort of the miners aesthetic.
Yes. No, I'm a big fan of it.
So, Elliot, just whilst Tom is taking his first movement phase, now let's be honest, this could take an entire age because you know why? This is Genestealer Cults. So he's got neophyte hybrids in there. Looks like there's a full squad of 20. Let's see if we can get a nice closer look. Yeah, looks like, are they Acolyte hybrids? No, they look like Neophyte hybrids. So they're coming out to play sitting on Objective 2. Maybe going to get some pop shots on that Sunshark bomber, maybe. Be interested to see if they can see the Kroot Carnivore squad on the left as well. See if they can get a bit of some shots off on them with the auto guns, because they'd be prime target, right?
Yeah.
But I guess from Tom's point of view, you'll be able to see the other side of the table as well. He's bringing out the Genestealers to just try and sit on Objective 3, hide in that crater.
Terrifying.
Because, well, we know how fast they are, so he's just gonna start. I think if I'm Tom, you want to play cagey, but you also want to accept that
You can't play too cagey, can you?
Yeah.
It's a fine compromise between to protect your stuff, but then also being able to get out there and smack Tau, because Tau really don't like to be smacked.
No, agree. And I think the issue Tom has is that hiding on this board on a Dawn of War-style deployment against Tau is very hard.
Yes.
The terrain, what Tom would like in reality is, if I just take us back down to the top down, like, he'd want the board flipped like 90 degrees, you know what I mean? But, like, the problem he's got is the firing angles around Objective 2 and Objective 4 are so good that if he leaves something out, he's in a lot of trouble. And the thing we have to remember is all of Brad's stuff's not on the table. You know what I mean? He's still playing with what? I'd probably say half of his crisis suits in Deep Strike. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I think if I'm Tom, you hope for a strong turn one. I think his problem is he's not gonna get a charge off, so he has to play for the next turn, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, just want to say big up to everyone in chat as well. Jordan coming through. Brad CP started with 0, so it was messing with my system, but he's now up to date. So Brad's on 2 CP. Tom on a big 5 with his Genestealer cults. And just shout out to everyone who's joining us this Saturday morning. We hope you're good. Someone listening from Wakefield. That is my hometown.
I used to work in Wakefield.
Did you? What did you do in Wakefield?
I did. I used to be a laboratory assistant.
Oh, very nice.
I used to
okay.
test Yorkshire water to make sure it was safe.
Yeah. Used to test Yorkshire water.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's different from other places' water. You're a tough breed.
We're trying to say we got a lot of bad stuff in our
the
water.
acceptable percentages of things like petrol were like double.
Yeah. Okay. And you, I live in Barnsley now, so I'm just over the border. Just so you're all aware. Basically, if you see me in Barnsley, say nice things and don't swear at me. What we'll do though, Nick, how do you feel about giving us an in the nick of time update? What do you think of that while the lads are doing some movement? It's not a difficult question. He can't be asked. Well, I think we throw it to him anyway, whether he can be asked.
First phase of the NCU.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is, obviously, round 1 of our Into the Hellstorm 10. Loads of players just kicking off, but it'd be really nice for Nick to tell us about some of the cool games that are going on right now. So, Nick, are you ready? Okay. Is your microphone on? Yeah. Okay. We're about to pass over to In the Nick of Time. Nick?
On section. Now it's not on. I've just switched it over. Hello. Welcome. Bienvenue. So yes, I've just been doing a quick wander around the hall to see what people are playing. You'll be interested to know this. Tom and Elliot in the studio. You know, that big fancy studio. All the Hellstorm money has gone to making that you can see on camera. At the moment, we've got quite a decent split of factions showing up. But the biggest faction we've got on the tables at the moment is the Chaos Space Marines, with 8 of them knocking about, with the predominant one being Creations of Baal. 3 of those have turned up this weekend. Next, we have the Space Marines at 7, with mostly an even split, but Blood Angels coming in with 3 factions there. Everything else, we're looking at 3, 2, or 1 armies of each faction. So we've got 3 Orcs knocking about, 3 Necrons, 2 Sisters, 3,000 Suns, 2 Grey Knights, 3 Tyranids, 3 Tau, 3 Eldari, 1 Drukhari, 2 Imperial Knights, 1 Harlequins, 1 Custodes, and 1 Genestealer cult that obviously you can see on the main stream, which I'm curious to see how they do. And obviously 2 Guard armies before the Codex gets updated. And I almost forgot, 4 Demons knocking about, so they're the 3rd highest faction this weekend. I've just also done a quick walkabout to see what's going on the tables. We've had a few key opening games. On table 11, we've got the White Scars, very nice looking army, versus a Khorne Demon army, and it's shaping up to look like a bloodbath as the White Scars are charging across the table to get into combat with the the Khorne Demons. On table 13, we've got the Iron Hands versus the Sisters of Battle. In the opening rounds, blew up a rhino that had just charged across the table. 5 sacrosancts dead in just the explosions. That's 5 ones on the table. That's shaping up to be some good dice rolls for that player this weekend. And then on table 5, we have the Grey Knights versus the Black Legion. Dread Knight, you know, the big baby carrier, has just charged into a Hellbrute. 5 attacks, failed to win with a single one, and the Hellbrute's about ready to punish him for his hubris. But that's me, in a nick of time. Back to you, in the studio.
Mr. Nick Lamborn there with In the Nick of Time. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Hellstormwargaming. Is it afternoon? No, it's not afternoon yet. We are here all weekend to bring you all of the hotness from Into the Hellstorm 10, but because we're cool, we've called it Into the Hellstorm X. It is live from the infamous shed. We've gone all out on the shed. There's decorations, there's technology, there's cables coming.
Light ring.
Yeah, full-on lighting rig. We've hired a TV studio especially for the occasion. So thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to be bringing you 6 games all this weekend. We've got 3 today, and we've got 3 tomorrow, and we will end up in a team. We'll end up in a death match with a victor at the end, and the victor will walk away. Oh, Ellie, do you want to get the trophy? Shall we show everyone the trophy?
I'll go and get it.
Oh, right, this trophy's sick. Okay, so hang fire there. Can I just say, big up to Jordan. Jordan, Nick. Jordan says you've got to look out for. He's reading it. He's going to keep an eye out for Magoo and Ginger Steve. Elliot is going to bring you back the winning trophy. Do you want to bring the loser trophy as well? Should we show the loser trophy off? Trophies for every reason, right? So thanks so much for joining us today. If you're enjoying it, please give us a like. Let us know if we're sounding okay, if we're sounding bad. If you just don't like my face, that's completely fine. Mikey's doing some serious TOing, but Elliot is back. The man, the myth, the legend. Elliot, show us, the people of Great Britain and the world, the winning trophy now. That's sexy, isn't it?
Look at that. Look at that. So obviously, it is a chainsword. In case you couldn't see that at home, it's a chainsaw. It's gold. It's got a little nice. It says Into the Hellstorm X, which, as we all know, means 10. That's pretty cool. But
would you like to explain to the people what the smell is like on Smell-O-Vision?
It is insane. If anyone's into resin printing, and you're a cool person if you are, but you'll know the smell of when you use resin and you wash it with alcohol and it's cured. And at the bottom, Mikey, bless him, has got a nice little hole in there, and that smells like a ton of lung diseases. They're
serving beer in the shed this weekend. Yep. Yeah, I think you don't need beer. I think you need to just smell that, and you'll get the same effect.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Can you show everyone the loser trophy as well, please? I'm excited for this one. It's tiny. It's a wooden spoon, but it's a golden spoon. Turn it the other angle so we can see the spoon. Oh, look at it! Look at it! How cool is that? Yeah. But what you're really here for is, somebody will be walking away with this at the end of the weekend, and we'll be watching the game right here on Hellstormwargaming. So be here for that. But what you're really here for is round 1 fun. Round 1 is never serious. If you turn up, you don't know who you're going to be paired against, but we have 2 great guys. We have Brad Holt. He's playing Tower Empire. Farsight Enclaves. It looks like a cheesy good list, right?
It does like a cheesy good list. I mean, you say it's fun, but we've got Genestealer Cult that are trying to get first turn charges off. Maybe not going to be able to. And then a very meta Farsight Enclave list. So fun.
Yeah, we're doing like a shooting fish in the barrel round 1 because we want to have fun, right? And we both wanted to challenge ourselves on an army we have no idea about.
Yes.
If you understand Genestealer cults, you're a better person than me and Elliot. But we're in turn 1, bottom of turn 1, because Tom went second with his Genestealer cults. Jump back to the table and see what we've missed, because I'm hoping to see an advance of little gribbly legs. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's see what's going on. So it looks like there's been a sort of advance of gribbly legs. So I want to know what's happening on Objective 5. Elliot, should we have a look what's happening on Objective 5? It looks like we have some quads and some bikes that have appeared with, and they've charged, by the looks of it, hounds. There's a squad of crew hounds on there. Okay.
That's pretty sad for the hounds.
It is. I mean, I would argue he probably wants to stay in combat there so he doesn't get shot at. I'm not going to lie, because look at the crisis suits just staring down at him. But shall we cross back to the players and see what they've got to say about Tom's charge?
And interesting stuff.
Are they? All right, let's have a look.
When you score everyone, it's end of the turn off.
It's I believe it's end of turn, but for holding one in their deployment, or sorry, in their territory. Double check it, but I think that's how it works.
I think pretty sure it's end of player turn, but unless some of them are battle round, which is, I mean, well, you've got it either way. Just want to check the future.
Yeah, of course.
End of each player's first, second, third, fourth turn.
Yep. So over to you.
Yep.
Get a CP.
Go to turn 2. Gain CP. I hold 1,
Nada.
so I get nothing.
Yeah.
But my aerospace completes for 2.
Yes, you do.
Oh crap. Where do I take it? There. I can bring my deep strikes in. Have you got anything like Auspex scan or anything like that?
No, I don't. I don't know.
No. Using some primary. Do not bother primary yet and go for it later. We got, is that 8 pure strings?
Yeah, 8 pure strengths there, buddy. Yeah.
There, so I still chain back this way to 12. Green out. Hammerhead's gonna shuffle this way. If I can catch a pure strain.
Oh yes, I'm sure you can. Well, I don't know if can he see. Doesn't look like he's got the angle. He needs to come a bit further forward if he's going to do that. Yeah, there you
go. I will play CP to put the player in the top bracket.
Yep, sure thing.
So looks like Tom has had an all right lead on his VP there. So we're now into Brad's turn 2. So 4 points for ambush is a really good start. So basically he's killed in shooting something that's come out from the depths of the sewers, effectively, yeah. And he's racked up some nice points from that. So as you see, I believe that he's done it with the Creep Carnivore Squad, which we're on objective 4, just acting as a screen. And I believe he's just shot them off, giving himself some really nice ambush points there. Also some Brood Swarm points as well. So he's, not doing too bad. Obviously overrun as well for objective 5. It basically you get some tertiary points, copyright Hellstormwargaming, for being on one of your opponent's objectives.
Yep.
Yeah. So scoring himself 2 there. So Brad here is thinking, well, Tau do what Tau do well, yeah? They don't really play the mission straight away. They focus on whittling down the enemy, and then they play the mission a little later. So if
Make damage first, isn't it?
Yeah. So if I'm Brad, I'm thinking here, do I bring my guns to bear now? How do I deal with that clump of stuff on objective 5? Obviously you fall out with the Croot Hounds, I'm assuming, and then you try and shoot them off the board. And can he start picking on the other squad of Outland Jackals and Quads near objective 3? I think he might have to accept that. Is he going to bring some crisis suits in now? I would say probably yes. Bring a squad in now and see what.
He needs to respond, doesn't he? He definitely needs to start getting stuff on the table, hitting back, because if Tom just carries on scoring away like that, Tau aren't going to be playing the mission straight away. But also there's that compromise between being able to get some of the mission and not building up too big of a deficit. Yes,
for sure, yeah. Also, looks like there's a Sunshark bomber down, which we might have missed as well. So we need to keep an eye on that, because there's only one.
Over. Yeah,
there's only one.
No, I think the other one's behind the building.
Is it? Have I missed that? Where's he hiding?
There he is.
No, there's only one. There was 2. There was 2. We've lost a Sunshark bomber.
Has it flown off?
It's been mining lasered. It's been mining lasered or something. Oh
my God.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's what's happened. Yeah, or maybe demolition charged. I don't know.
The Tau player in me was hoping that it had just flown off.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, I don't need you anymore, Sunshark bomber. You've done your work. You may leave now. Your presence is no longer needed, aircast servant. See, I know law.
There you go.
I'm so good at law, right? So I think if I'm Brad on this one, I think just shoot the stuff you can see. Don't play necessarily come out at this point. He's lost a lot of his chaff units already. The Hounds have just retreated there on objective 5. His Croot Carnivores have gone. So if I'm him, I'm thinking, I'll sit on objectives later. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to give. Is that another Croot Carnivore squad coming out by the looks of it? It is. Look, you see. So he's just giving the chaff. Come on, I'll sit on the objectives a bit, and then eventually the crisis suits will do enough damage to hopefully capture the points later on. So, are you enjoying watching the Town on the Table, Elliot?
I'm enjoying it, and I also enjoy watching Genestealer Corp because they're just such a bizarre army.
Yeah, for
sure. It's always interesting seeing what people can do with them, especially people who understand them, which is about 1% of the Warhammer population.
Yes. Now, I was chatting to Brad earlier, funnily enough, and Brad also has Genestealer cults himself. So he knows the army, he knows what sort of shenanigans they can do, which always helps. Because if I was playing Genestealer cults personally, I would look at the player and go, whatever you say, mate, is a thing. It's fine, you know what I mean? Whereas Brad helps, he gets to some of the tricks they can do. Obviously, some of their stratagems, he'll be able to catch him out, or he'll also understand that, like, how Crossfire works, how Exposed works, what the we also just hearing. Oh god, did you hear that?
I did.
Don't know if the stream heard that.
With his with his wah. There's obviously clearly green things going on the other side of the room.
There's something really special about coming to a Warhammer event. That is probably the only socially accepted place you can shout in a public space and everyone understands why you're doing it like that. Yeah.
Unless you do bogies.
Bogies, yeah, bogies is good. Dick and Dom. You remember Dick and Dom?
Dom reference.
Hashtag Dick and Dom if you remember in the chat. Okay. Where are they? Okay. Apparently for Jordan, Michaela in chat, one of our members. If you like Jordan, turn your name green. Green names are better. They look sexier. It's festive.
They do.
I think the more green names in chat, the less clothed I get. No, I'm not going to say that. That's too far. Too far.
We've already seen a lot of your flesh this
No,
weekend.
we haven't. No flesh. No flesh this weekend. So, Brad looks like he shifted a nice-looking blob of Crisis suits across. So, Crew Carnivore's coming out, just straddling onto Objective 4, creating that little bit of screen just to stop the charges coming through from things like the Genestealers. And it looks like the Crisis is going to try and clear up everything on Objective 2 and Objective 5. Now, we have to remember these have a lot of shots. They got airburst, right? They got airburst. They got burst cannons.
No, I think they've got burst cannons, cyclic iron blasters, and plasma rifles.
Got you. Okay, so still a lot of DACA that he can.
A lot of DACA.
The weapon profiles as well. He can sort of divvy up. So like he'll go. The strength 6 is going to be better against, for example, the Outland Jackals. Yeah.
The burst cannon's probably going to shred them, whatever they are.
The neophyte hybrids, which are toughness 3.
Yep.
The other thing that Tom has going for him is he's got one of the cult creeds, which means that he can't be wounded on better than a 2 out of 3.
Yes.
So anything that's a 2 out of 3 instantly disregarded. Modifiers not encountered or anything like that. So
I'm trying to find the list really quick because I think that 5-man Crisis unit squad has. I mean, obviously we've got the shield drones in there as well.
Yep.
We can pop 1 CP for savior protocols to ignore some wounds.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I think the Iridium battlesuit's in there as well, so that's a pretty tough squad.
Does it look like the big chunky boy there is the Iridium one by any chance?
I think that's the Cold Star Commander.
That's
the
Commander.
Base size.
Yes.
But the Shrasve in there, however, he's decided to designate that. Probably
has he got a 2+ save, the Iridium?
I think he's got a 2+ save,
which means that any little piddly auto guns coming through, just tank them on the 2+.
He's just going to tank them on that, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the equivalent of having like a storm shield. Just let me check. Yeah, the big 5-man blood. So he's got stim injector and he's got an Iridium battlesuit, so 2+ save, and he can pop some feel no pain if it's looking extra spicy.
Yeah,
that's a pretty nasty blob of Crisis.
Now I really like what Brad's doing here as well. So he's noticed that the swing from Tom is on the right of the board. So you'll see from Objective 3 onwards, you'll see the Pure Strain going there. The other squad of Outland Jackals, which are harder to kill. They've got the quads in there. They can do some nice damage if they get in. He's swinging round. Brad is swinging round to the top left, taking more the Objective 5 approach, and he's swinging the board sort of like more to a hammer and anvil sort of thing. So he's going a long ways. Now you see those firing arcs that I was talking about earlier. That from Objective 5 to Objective 4, there's really nice angles there for Tau. Tau, we're just going to play I've got the maneuverability to keep away from you, and I'm going to try and do that all I can whilst getting as much DACA down on you as I possibly can. Really good plan from Brad. Brad knows what he's doing. I think if I'm Tom still has tricks up his sleeve. He still has some stuff in Deep Strike, which he can bring in next this turn.
Definitely.
So there's still lots to go in this game, but I just really like how both players are sort of trying to play this, yeah? Both players know exactly what they're doing.
It's a really good game for the stream because it's not all happened in turn 1. There are things that are happening in turn 1. There are clearly things that are being teed up for later on in the game, so beautiful.
I also really like the fact that Tom knows his Genestealer cult army well. He's been practicing with it and stuff like that. So he knows how to score points. He might die, but those secondary points are going to keep ticking up. He knows that for ambush, he just needs to bring something in from his reserves and kill something. Yeah, that's just he's going to pick on some Crew Carnivores again. I would argue. Yeah, some chaff, some stuff like that. So we'll should we cross back to the table and see the lads take on the shooting phase?
We're about to start the shooting phase. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want me to use a blip?
You can use my old...
Oh, you've got classic ones. Nice.
I have one. He'll fire. I guess it doesn't really need it with a 9 anyway, but I'll fire one of them. Yep. I'll fire one into them neophytes over there. Oh, one on the table again.
Yeah, so it hits. No, that's fine, man. Don't worry about it. What's the range on these boys?
18.
Oh, so some of them will be. Yeah.
So
Front
the
rank.
burst cannons, these back ones have to go into him.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
With the burst cannons on the side, but since all the markers can really see. Oh, this unit, this guy here for his marker light at them jackals as well.
Cool.
And I'll put in the dice race. Thanks for forget.
Nice. Yep, so we got 2 on them. That's cool.
Oh, and I've got my bomb as well.
Oh yes. What do you want to bomb?
So what's inside that building again, sorry?
Got characters, Neos. That's what you would have flown over from this
Well, I'm
angle.
already shooting them. I don't want you taking the front ones off to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I will be bombing them.
This is all one big pack, right?
Oh, it's one big pack.
Yeah, yeah. So
20.
So yeah, you might struggle to bomb anything with the angle that you've taken that's of value.
I'll probably have to bomb the unit backlights in there as well.
There was, but you'd have had to fly over them this way, which you couldn't do from where you were, right?
Yeah.
You were there.
Correct.
Yep.
In that case, I don't want to risk taking that unit out of coherency. Not coherency. Range.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just drop one bomb on a Primus.
Yeah, might as well. You're going to shoot him anyway, right? So
How many wounds has he got?
he's only got 4.
I think he got 5, or an awkward number.
Oh, let me check. I don't think so.
I can do 1 wound.
I feel like they're all super squishy, so I think it's not going to matter a ton.
Because if you're 4, then
Yeah, let me check him.
on weapons 2 damage. That's why I'm trying to master. It's 1 with 5.
Primus. Oh, he is 5, so yes, it's worth doing
So
it.
I will drop 1 bomb on
Yeah,
a Primus.
go for it. Bomb!
Goes off.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Yep, so he's down to 4.
So that is right then. Now I'm shooting. So this whole start here. Everything into them. Jack.
So -1 to hit, but you've got your marker light, so
Yep.
you're back to where you were.
Getting back on 2s. So 6, 8, and he has one of the prototype bursts, which ignores any wound ignoring abilities.
Yep.
So his regular high output burst, being on 2s.
Cool. T4.
Extra 5.
Cool.
So 3s.
Nice.
Um,
AP on these?
I'll do it. -1.
-1. So these are 5-ups. Make 3, and then damage.
Just 1.
Just 1. So these are 6-ups. Fail both. So we will wound this quad over here.
And the high output, the prototype burst. I'll hit.
Cool.
6. 3 regardless.
Yeah, same deal. AP on these?
Also -1.
Okay, lovely. So 5s again. Oh, I'm rolling quite nicely on the 5s. Make a couple, and then 6s. No, the quad is dead.
Missile pod.
Nice.
2 misses.
Cool.
I'll fast like reroll it.
Yeah, hits.
1 hit.
Does
1
wound.
wound.
AP?
-1. 2 damage.
Oh, I felt like I was going to make another one, you know, the way I've been rolling. Biker, alive on 1.
And then the plasma hits. Wounds. -4, 3 damage.
-4, 3. I mean, I'll just take the biker off, but you hurt, so let's kill that fella.
Yeah. That could have gone better.
That there, really, really nice from Brad. Makes complete sense. That was the Sunshot Bomber just dropping some bombs there on, I believe it was the Primus in there. And then also just doing its Dakar into the Atalan Jackals and the Quad. And then the Cold Star Commander as well on Objective 16. Why they do well. Popping out, dropping his Plasma and some missile pods, and then jumping back in as well. So let's see where the rest of the deck is going to come. Looks like Brad's just deciding what he's going to do next.
So it's this commander. Doesn't need his other guns ready in range. She'll fire. He's 18 12-inch stuff here.
Yep.
And he's plasma and missile pod. Jackals over there.
Sure thing.
Am I firing anything else there? Here's a Michael anyway, so that's fine. So the plasma.
Yep.
I'll do the missile pod first.
He's firing at the Jackals, right?
Yeah, the Jackals.
Off you go. Go for it.
2 hits. 2 wounds, -1, 2 damage.
-1, 2 damage. So here we go. 5s. Fail both. Got a biker who will surely die. And he does. Mate. He dies as well.
And then the plasma. It's on a 5. Fails to wound. I will fast like reroll it.
Nice.
Just wound.
Does wound.
It does, yeah.
Cool. And that's just the plasma, so straight through, right? Damage 3.
-5, 3 damage to the Nova Surge.
So take them all. So one of them's on 1 wound left.
Right, and then the other guns into them quads. Them jackals, sorry.
Oh, was it them, was
Yeah.
it? Oh, sure. Okay. In which case, I'll just kill a biker, I think.
And then within 9 of that unit.
Yeah, no problem.
both them guns.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't realise he had that long range, man. That's fine. So this was now this is
Now
the
it's the
quad.
short range
Yeah,
stuff,
sure.
yeah.
That's fine.
So he's regular burst cannon. And within 9, so...
Yeah, you're fine. You've got your marker light to cancel it out.
3? Yeah, 3. No AP.
No AP. Okay, so 4s. Save more.
Right. 3. And then high output. This is strength 5. So 3s. 4, 8. -1.
8 at -1, is it?
Yep.
Okay. 8 at -1 into the back spike. Still rolling well, but not
Decent saves, yeah.
as well. And then 6s. No, so 1 quad down, 1's on 3 wounds.
Okay.
And this is gone, right?
Yep.
Or can you choose not to use it?
Oh, sorry?
How do marker lights work?
I have to use it.
Oh, you have to use it. Okay.
I have to use it.
No worries.
No choice.
I like that we're both using blips, though.
It was within 9, so we used these fast like marker light.
Yeah, I got you.
So
no worries.
that is still there.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's not going to make He's fired, so just this big mob here. And the
Yeah,
plane...
so we're just getting to the big boy guns now.
Yeah. I can't really see anything else, unfortunately. I want to play this one first. So, I think this front.
I think it's the front rank.
The front 3
essentially,
we're in screen, yeah. So the front 3 will put everything into them.
Yep.
But you'll get all 5 plasmas.
Yep.
And then the back 2 will put the rest of the guns in this guy.
Sure.
We're not going to overcharge. There's no point.
Yeah, no worries.
So 4, 6, 10. Cool. So we'll do the 2 guys into that one lone bike.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, which are -1.
Yes.
There was a 1 in there. Didn't re-roll.
Yeah, give it a roll.
Yep. And then toughness 4.
Yes.
So 3, no AP.
3, no AP. It saves 2, takes 1 damage.
Just 1.
It doesn't save it. He's on 2 left now, buddy.
D6 cyclic.
I think you'll get him.
We drew only 1 hit. Fast like reroll, I guess.
No. Okay. Is he still there?
He's still there.
Oh shit!
I've still got the other commander.
You do, you do.
So then the rest of the guns at the
This is the Neos, isn't it? Yep, cool.
So 5 plasmas, real 1s, and they're not -1 hit. And there is
No,
a
no, they're not.
So that is 3s.
And then you're going to wound on 3s
2s.
here.
Oh, yeah,
Can't wound on 2s, so 3 go down.
Yep.
Cool, 3 dead.
And then 6, 9. Reroll these 1s. And then 3s. I have to fast reroll that. 3, 6 -2, 1 damage.
6 -2, 1 damage on these guys, so we'll start running some of the guys in cover.
No cover.
Oh, you don't get cover. Okay, so -2, 1 damage. Well, that would just kill 6, ignore me. I guess we will take. Nah, we'll keep actually. We'll start taking from this side. Cool, keep going.
How many are left?
Quite a few.
Right, all the bursts. With all these 1s.
Yeah,
That's
very
pretty
nice.
good.
And then 2s. Pardon me.
And then 3s, good thing.
Yes. 1 more 2 there, and then AP on these is 1, right?
No AP on burst cannons.
Oh, no AP. Okay.
3, 6, 9, 11.
11. Okay.
No AP, no cover.
Yeah, that's the twist. You're always like, oh, I'm going to be okay here, and there's like no cover. Okie dokie. Let's see how we get on. So it's 5s. They do okay, but I suspect that'll be the squad. So that's 10, 9. Oh, maybe not quite. So take them.
This will be really interesting if this isn't the entire squad. Is he, unless he's got any more DACA left, because that would then leave some neophyte hybrids on objective 2, and therefore gain some primary for Tom again. That was some nice burst kind of shots, but maybe not enough. We'll see if he's got.
He also left the quad.
Yeah.
The other objective as well. Was it objective 1?
Yeah.
5.
3.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but he has declared some extra shots into them.
Yep.
So he split some of the guns. So I think that quad.
It needs to die. Like you're saying there,
Yeah.
he's going to massively overkill it, but it needs to happen.
Yep. All right. Let's see where he's prioritizing his shots.
Then I have another burst. I only have one plasma. So I suppose it should run unless you want to auto pass morale.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't auto pass. I haven't got the. I haven't got
I'll
the
fight
CP.
if I have one plasma and then acolytes, and then everything else at this one quad.
Sure. All right.
Because I do. So the one plasma hits.
Does not wound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Precision of Hunter. Reroll it.
Does not wound. Yeah, baby.
Ooh, plasma just got shrugged there by the quad.
That Creed coming in really useful.
I know, right? Just ignoring ones and twos to win all the time, no matter what. Easy, right? Easy play.
You
yeah. Tough flamer, baby.
I'm just telling you what the rules. I'm just telling you what the rules say.
And then running off fours. Rerolling. Nothing still.
Oh.
High output. Precision of the Hunter. It's a friend.
It's proving a bit annoying, isn't it? I think you'll get him now. How many is that? You get the rerolls, don't you?
Yep. So 3, 6, 8 minus 1.
8 minus 1. Here we go. I was rolling 5s really hot earlier on, so let's try and do that again, shall we?
One more burst.
Oh, you got one more burst,
Yeah,
have you?
just
I mean,
regular, though.
he's a dead boy now, unless he makes a ton of 6s here. No, you have got him, but they're annoying, aren't they? Yeah, they really are. I'm going to need a third squad, I can already tell. Very good.
So it's just a plane. Could keep characters. I'm not sure how important the buffs are going to be, to be honest. Just Primus gives out reroll once to hit and wound, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Primus gives out the rerolls. The Bannerman does the rezzing, so he is annoying, but obviously I haven't got a ton to res here at the moment.
Not really 9. Not really
The Magus won't be you won't be able to shoot her because of lookouts, so
No.
so it's kind of up to you, really.
Alright, it could be a bit greedy. No invuns on these.
No.
Either characters. So there's 3, like 4, 5 of armor.
Yeah, I think it's literally 4 or 5 up. Yeah, it's not a lot.
It could be greedy. So I'll fire the missile pod into the Primus.
Okay.
Both missile pods into Primus. I'll fire. I like to kill them bikes as well, but I also like to go and kill the Genestealers. They get me next turn.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I did strikes, but that's my own fault. So I'll just live with it.
Brad really just taking his time to decide what he's going to do with that Sunshot Bomber by the looks of it.
Missile pod into Primus.
It's very important when you
I've got
tap
Green
it.
Strike
It's
killing
like
the character.
the equivalent of the moving for GSC.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. I mean, also you got to remember Brad has assassination as well, so trying to look at popping some characters off. The GSE bring lots of characters, but they can be obviously they're quite small, they're quite easy to hide. That Sunshot Bomber really providing a little bit of. I can get close enough to try and maybe deal with the Magus or the Primus or the Kellermorph or whatever it might be, and you know, Acolyte, Icon Ward, etc. So we'll see what he decides to go for.
True. Yeah, other than hammerhead shooting.
So yeah. So the 2 missile pods into the Primus.
Cool.
3's come within 9.
Yep. And then winning on 3s.
Who's your thing?
2 wounds.
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Let's check what his armor save is. He doesn't normally get in these situations if he can avoid it. Let's have a look at him. He is a 5 up save, so minus 1, so it's 2 6 ups. Come on, baby. Nope, fails them. And you've done a mortal to him, hadn't you? So he's a dead boy. Very nice.
Who's your Warlord, by the way?
I think he has to be, so I think that will be Slay the Warlord for you.
Right, and then all the Cyclic into the Genestealers.
Yep.
Be on 4s because there's no Acolyte.
Yes. Nice.
Bang average. I'll take that.
Yeah.
And I'll fast reroll that. So 6.
Cool. 6 wounds.
Yeah. Just 1 damage.
6 4 ups.
I didn't overcharge it because it was
No,
damage.
that's fine. 3 down.
So that. Yeah, I think probably. If I'm not forgetting anything.
So that seems like decent target selection there. That's the Primus out of there. There's going to be
Primus gone.
4 points on assassination because it was the Warlord.
Yes.
So you've seen those ticked on already, which is quite nice. Just want to flag as well. Yeah, James, correct. So although there's still quite a bit in Deep Strike for both of these armies.
Yep.
There's still a good blob of neophytes, 3 squads of 5 acolytes with hand flamers. There is some other bits and pieces in there as well, and also for the Tau, there's crisis suits and Deep Strike still.
Yep, 2 blobs of crisis suits, I believe.
Yeah. So I would say that if I'm Tom on this one, you just gotta rack those points up. You gotta play your own game, keep racking the points up. Except that the Tau can outgun you.
Yep.
And just try and hide is the best way to describe it. Yeah. So it looks like they're just totting up for Brad's turn 2. So Brad went first. So we're now going to go into Tom's turn 2. And we're going to just rattle through his command phase. Enjoying this game so far?
I am.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying seeing Tau do Tau things. I mean, his dice rolls were fairly terrible for a lot of that. But he seems to have made it count where it mattered. So.
Also, you'll be able to see there's a nice 1 in the dice box. You know why that is? That was a morale test on Objective 2 for those neophytes. Those neophytes that lost like 17 models or something ridiculous through burst cannons and stuff. The Tau couldn't finish them off because they had a bad roll, which you were talking about a second ago. And that one, nice little clutch there for the insane bravery.
Yep.
Staying there, really helping on the primary. So let's flip over to Tom. This is what he does to Tom's primary. Domination, look at it, racking up there, yeah? He's on Objective 2, he's on his home Objective 1, he's on Objective 3, and therefore he is... How many points will that rack him up? That rack him up 8, because he's not on more. So the thing is with this mission as well, it's hold 2, hold 3, so therefore to get the basic level of base amount of points, you've got to run 2 objectives. So, again, that stopped Brad losing the Kroot Carnivores on Objective 4. His turn 2 stopped him getting max points for that. So, I'm really interested to see how Tom just keeps maximising some points here. He should be alright getting some more ambush points. Brood Swarm should be alright. Can he maybe push Objective 4 and get some more overrun points, maybe?
He could do. The thing that you've got to be conscious about is there's those 6 crisis suits that are going to come in at some point. They're armed to the teeth.
Yep.
So, I think that would be the thing playing in the back of my mind, but also, just got to go for it, haven't you?
Yep.
You've got to get them points, score them early on, and then just hope that you leave so little for Brad to be able to claw back that actually he's not going to be able to outscore him.
Yeah.
Even if he tables him.
And little stuff like, obviously, banners, really nice on a 6 objective mission. Yep. He just needs to keep throwing those banners up and holding them. Like, it means that to take the banner from him, the Tau have got to come to him.
Yeah.
If he wants to lose the banner on Objective 2, he's going to have to come and take it. You know what I mean? So, I think that's... I think we'll have to see how much of an early lead Tom gets before the glass cannon literally gets melted away.
Yep.
But Brad's got a strong turn 3 coming because he's just had turn 2, but we know there's crisis suits coming in, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna.
All of his damage is still to come, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, the commander's doing a lot of work, but when all of them crisis suits in, it's going to become very painful for GSC.
And here we have, in their natural element, 2 Warhammer players pondering their lives. Tom and Brad is pacing. He's enjoying
That's the pace
himself.
of a man who is down by like 18 points.
Did you like my David Brattenborough? Brattenborough. I'm trying to think of.
I didn't like
Did you enjoy that? Yeah. Tom is giving him some subtle hints that he wants to make love. No, I'm joking. Mating season is upon us. This is the worst attempt at an accent I've ever done in my entire life. Elliot, can you better Attenborough? No?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
And here we have...
No, okay. Fair enough. Brad's pacing. There's gonna be a hole in the floor. Looking sexy though. He should be happy. He should be happy so far, I think. He's hardly lost anything other than some crew.
Yep.
So I think Tom just waiting
He's going to get it on the board. He's going to convert it into points.
Yeah.
No point playing well, as we all know, sports fans.
Look.
Doesn't matter how well you're doing on the pitch. If you don't convert it into points, what's the point?
Points means prizes. Is that a thing?
Exactly, yeah.
And the prizes are trophies at Hellstormwargaming's event. If you are looking at this event right now and thinking, do you know something? I'd like to come and hang out with Tom, Elliot, potentially Mikey, but no one really likes to hang out with Mikey, do they?
Great terrain.
Great
and
terrain.
The cool armies. To see some of the armies out there, by the way.
Then, there are some really cool armies out there. Yeah, there's like an epically converted Golden Demon winning Tau Idoneth Deepkin army. We need to check that out.
That army is insane. I went to the toilet and I was away a long time, so you'd be forgiven for thinking that I'd been for a poo-poo. But actually, I was just looking at the Tau army.
You just sort of rubbing yourself, but like in a weird way.
I was a long time in the toilet after looking at the army. That's all I can tell you. Insane.
It is. We need to get on stream at some point now. I'm hoping it wins. Actually, it'd be very cool if it does win. So.
Yeah.
Really cool. But what I was saying is, if you are watching right now and you want to play some Warhammer 40k with us in the shed, you want to appear on stream, you want to have a good time but not a long time, then we have a huge schedule of events coming in 2023. We have our first one in February, sold out. We have our second one in April. Mikey, do we have any tickets left for April? We have tickets left for April. Hellstormwargaming.co.uk/shop. That's what you need to do. Check out our April dates, 18th and 19th of it.
Hello, everyone. How are you managing? What does everyone think?
We're doing okay.
Professional studio. The professional studio. I've just watched.
Well, do you want to say hi to the people? Because this is your channel. Can you believe it?
Hi, people. Hope you're all doing well. Hope Tom.
Whoa, not just me.
And Elliot.
Elliot's the life and soul of the party, aren't you, Elliot?
I am.
You're the life of the party.
That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Tom knows all the Warhammer. I know all of the not Warhammer.
I've actually ran 5 miles to that far away.
Yep.
Compared to the
We're in a bunker.
Ah, got ya. Yes, because that's why you can't stream from here, right? Is it?
We're in Media City. We're all the way in Salford.
Yeah, cool. Next door, what program? Pointless is being recorded next door. Is that a BBC program?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. But what I was saying was 18th and 19th of April. It is the 18th and 19th of April, right? Yeah. What are you doing? Are you free? You want to come and hang with us? Do you want to play some Warhammer? Tickets, come and buy them. Join it. Be a legend and join us in the shed for a game. Also, we've shown them. All right, okay.
The Power Spoon. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Fresh. The Power Spoon. Do you want to win a Power Spoon? Look at it. The hammer.
Better prizes are available if you attend our events, okay?
Someone asked where. We are at Sanctuary Gaming Centre.
In Sutton in Ashfield, which is in the Midlands.
Right in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
As centre to the country as you can get. Here comes the owner.
The entire stream's descended into chaos. We had this under control.
Everyone's here.
Buy a ticket to an event. Shall we, Elliot, after that absolute distraction, go and check out what's happening on the table?
Let's do it.
I envisage there will be Genestealers on the board rampaging towards many crisis suits. That is what I envisage. And hopefully holes will have been dug. And like on movies where the grates move, you know what I mean? Like, and the grates. I'm just hoping there's like little tentacly hands coming out.
Can you hear the people sing?
We're about to find out. There's bikes on Objective 4. I did predict that was going to happen.
So fast, so bikey.
Which is really nice. Pushing some of the home objectives for the Tau. Maybe, I'm assuming, maybe going to try and charge through onto Objective 6, onto the Cold Star Commander, which jumped behind the wall. Not having any Overwatch either, because they can't get any line of sight to it. I think that's a good shout. Now, Tom's going to take a while over this movement phase because he's going to have lots of deep strikes to bring in. He's Genestealer cult, so as I said, you don't want to make any mistakes. You've got to play everything as well as you can. And I trust in Tom.
I do trust in Tom as well. I mean,
make Tom great again.
He did say before that he was feeling, not stressed, but apprehensive about the amount that he was going to have to think.
Yes.
There's so much thinking going on right now, but I'm sure if anyone can do it, Tom can.
Should we see if Brad's still pacing? He's still pacing! He's still pacing!
Mid-pace.
Yeah! I love you, Brad, but you are going to wear a hole in the floor, brother. Look at the concentration. Do you know what we need to do? I want another angle of Tom's face to just seem like, he's stressed, like, angry face. Oh, he's thinking about it. Where's he going? What's he going to do? I don't know. He's just said, what's the plan here? I don't know.
We don't know. You're supposed to know.
You're playing Warhammer. You've paid a ticket to come and be here. Think of the plan. Oh, look at that. There are two very stressed gentlemen for game one. Can somebody tell these people that we're meant to be having a good, easy time? That's what me and Elliot are taking from game one, right?
Yeah.
We're here to chat to you right at home. Keep you company on Saturday morning.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Although it is a long time.
While Tom's thinking, can we talk about pre-orders? Have you seen the pre-orders?
What are the pre-orders? Tell me.
Elliot hasn't seen the pre-orders, chat. Have you seen the pre-orders at home? Have you seen what was announced at like 4 a.m.?
Oh, I have seen the stuff. That's not on pre-order, is it? That's just the
announcements, the preview, not the preview.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called right.
Yes.
It is corn goodness. So you've seen that the new Jack Howls that are the new cultists for the World Eaters.
Yep.
There are 8 bound.
Cool.
8 bound? Are they called 8 bound?
Yes.
They are basically like, they have 8 demons inside them at once. That's going to make anyone angry. If I have to share my space with one other person, I get angry. So let alone 8. And then Did you see that there's like a Dark Mechanicum, and I can't remember his name, but it's like a Dark Mechanicum Demon Prince?
Like Vortox or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, Velcro. Should we call him Velcro?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull him up, see what he was. But I'm really excited by it all. It looks really cool. I think I'd like to see some World Eaters Terminators. Are you hiding them, GW? Are you hiding them somewhere?
I don't know whether we're getting 8-bound instead, because they feel like they fill a Terminator equivalent role.
Oh, yeah. Primaris World Eaters, but they've got extra demons just pushed inside them, right?
Yeah, I think they're going to have... I think they're going to be very, very tough.
Yes.
And they're going to be very, very punchy. And if we don't get Red Butchers, I think it's because we've got the 8-fold, whatever they're called, 8-bound instead. Which makes me a little bit sad.
Yeah, you got the Juggernauts though as well. The Juggernauts look so
the Lord
good.
Eviscerator or whatever his name is. He is awesome.
Yeah.
He's possibly one of the coolest models I've seen in a long time. I'll be completely honest. I'm not sold on the 8-bound.
You know, okay.
I mean, I kind of gave you a massive hint of this before when I told you that I don't like overly mustache twirling, overly raw chaos.
Yes.
I like chaos to look like pretty much the Legions, but a bit angrier. And the 8-bound just feel like so extra that I really like. Do you know the Red Butchers that Forge World sell?
Yes,
They're amazing.
Are they the sort of level you want, yeah?
Yeah, they're like clearly very chaosy, but they're not just covered in mutations and possession things for the sake of it. Like everyone's not got a stupid little horn and like a little bit of a tentacle somewhere.
It's
there he is. What's his name?
Vashtor. Is that what you said? What did you say, Vashtor?
That's definitely what I said. No one go back.
Yeah, this guy. This is high quality.
High quality. Look at that.
Look at that. It's like we've got Potato Cam out, right? It's like we're the guys behind Potato Cam for GW. Yeah, he looks cool. I think, let's be honest, he's getting his own book. He's getting his own Ark of Omens like thing. So I think they've got Ark of Omens Abaddon, Ark of Omens Vashtor, and Ark of Omens
the campaign
Angron.
books that we were never going to get at the start of 9th edition.
Yeah, but
everything was becoming more streamlined.
But these are apparently narrative only, no rules.
Okay.
So hopefully, I don't think they'll sell well. Sorry, GW. But one's called Angron, one's Abaddon, and one's Vashtor.
Yep.
Vashtor is like out before Dark Mechanicums, the things that they've gone. He's sort of like in league with Abaddon. He's friends with Abaddon until Dark Mech comes out, and then they'll be like, this is a Dark Mech Demon Prince. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yep.
That's where it's going to be, I think. So
we're getting Dark Mech, is that confirmed?
No, but I would like to think it is. I think that's the thing. It's got to be a thing,
we've
right?
We've got Chaos Knights, so that kind of lends itself to them doing Mechanicum stuff that is dark.
I also think the aesthetic of the Dark Mech stuff is something that GW would love to play into, right?
Yep.
Lots of
They've been
tendrils.
playing with that sort of stuff in Necromunda for a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
Sort of like very gritty, industrial. I mean, just look at the vehicles they've been pumping out for Necromunda.
Yeah. But also, like, I look at stuff like also your Venom Crawlers, the new Warsmith, the Iron Warriors Warsmith guy was in the Kill Team box with the hat. He looked very sort of like they're playing with a lot of tendrily, you know what I mean, metals.
Ecotendras.
Yeah, and that would look really cool when it's so. Chat, what do you think? Let us know. Do you like the new reveals? Are you starting World Eaters the second they drop? Are you not that bothered? Are you waiting for Guard? Are you waiting for
that new codex?
The new codex, which is out. It was out a week. It was out on preview a week ago.
It'll come out next week, won't it?
It's out next week. It's a 2-week pre-order.
There's a player here today, Josh. I was straight in Josh's inbox because the man has pre-ordered 3 boxes, and I was going, "Please, can I have one of your spare codexes?"
Please, sir.
I don't even know whether I'll play Guard. I just really want the codex.
Yeah.
It is sexy.
How do you feel that Yarrick's now dead?
I don't give a shit. I'm really sorry, Guard players. Yarrick's a cool character. Everyone dies. I mean, we're both Blood Angels players. Sanguinius has been dead for ages, so, I mean, get on our level. You lost a planet, so what? We lost our Primarch.
The champion of Armageddon. You don't care about Yarrick.
The champion of Armageddon is Merrick Grimaldus. Grimaldus!
No, I'm sorry, I can't agree with you on that one. I feel like we've crossed a lot of we've covered off everything in the Warhammer community.
To the game.
Should we actually remember that we're actually playing Warhammer today? Is that a thing? Let's go and see if Tom's actually moved anything. Shall I go to room view first so we can see if they're all
to
still...
room view for the pace.
There it is!
There it is!
2 very confused, puzzled men. Right, let's see what's... Has Tom moved anything on the board? No.
It looks like there's less.
He's
killed himself.
Oh, no, there's some neophytes at the top. Are they down? Are they down? Can't see.
That's going to be so spicy. Yeah.
Right, there's acolytes with flamers on objective 5. And then there's a squad of 20 neophytes. They look like they're down to me. Neophytes with mining lasers and auto guns and other stuff. Acolytes, obviously troops choice there for Obsec. They're going to take... There's some Kroot Hound. You can see just the head of a Kroot Hound there. I would imagine. Blame the Kroot Hounds. Not that they're really causing an issue for him on the objective currently. And just accept that they maybe are going to get burst cannon to hell. But they can do some damage to some crisis suits, yeah?
You could, yeah. I mean, it all hinges on the crisis suit, right? So,
yes. Yeah. Obviously,
very interesting. Genestealers, though, going into crisis suits. Probably not a good day for the Tau.
No, true.
I think there is the thermo neutronic projector somewhere, which I believe is quite good. There is a Tau weapon. I think it's the thermo neutronic projector that's quite good in combat.
Oh, okay.
Like a little melter fist, basically. So one of them Cold Stars might turn out to be really good at punching stuff to death.
And here we go. It looks like we're having full ganging up mode going on here against these crisis suits. He's thinking...
It makes sense. This is the linchpin of the armies. There's 2 commanders there. There's the big squad of crisis suits. If he can deal with this, then actually Brad's feeling pretty... I mean, he's still got 2 blobs in Manta, in the clouds, ready to strike down.
Yep.
But if he can get rid of this, that'll be insane.
You know what I like as well? There's a really nice spread of weapons in all of this. So for example, the shield drones, you don't want to waste your mining lasers on shield drones. So guess what? You auto-gun them, you flame them first, and you go, you want to waste your shield drones on them? Guess what? Go for it, yeah?
Yep.
And then guess what? Once you've got no shield drones left, I'll mining laser you. Guess what? I'm going to pick up a crisis battlesuit every single time one goes through.
Yep.
Look, I think he still has to hope the dice is on his side, because weight of shots only goes so far.
I mean, we've got the Iridium in there, and he can choose to do feel no pain, so he might just try and tank it on the chassis spray for a little while, but I wouldn't be feel confident if I was Brad. I feel like that's a lot lined up against the crisis suit.
Also, all of the stuff that he's just brought in pretty much on objectives, minus the squad of neophytes at the top left. Acolytes playing the objective game for him on objective 5, yeah? Really pushing his primary down, Brad, which Tau we know struggle with. Going into turn 3, if Brad isn't picking up any primary points, that really puts him on the back foot for scoring points. Definitely. He's going to have to really nail 4 and 5.
Oh, the pace is happening right now. Look, there it is. You can see a little bit of a pace in the corner.
Yeah. Obviously, objective 2 as well. Putting more neophytes on there. Such an easy thing to do, right?
Yep.
You're going to have to deal with stuff on objective 5 or in your back lines. I can just stick my banner on here, keep getting points. If Tom keeps racking up, let's say 3 points a turn, bear in mind he's still getting points for banners at the end of the game as well. That could be a 15-point secondary.
Definitely.
And you go, oh, wow, you've not dealt with these banners at all. You know what I mean? So...
And if there was any side of the board, it's this close side of the board that we're feeling would probably be pretty strong for Tau. Look at the other side of the board, the Hammerhead gunship.
Yeah, I would argue that Hammerhead, though, not really...
That flank is pretty much lost.
It is, but also not really useful in this game, that Hammerhead.
Nope.
It's sort of going, I expected to have to deal with things with invuns or really high toughness knights.
To be fair, the submunition rounds are pretty good at shredding infantry.
Yep.
Then you're spending command points, and it's only 1 squad. And it has to be a squad that nothing else can shoot, so it's a bit like...
yeah, it's a bit hard
very
to...
situational.
Yeah.
And
very hard to try and make that happen and plan for it, right?
Yep.
Also, just love the fact that dropping in that terrain piece in the middle, utilizing whatever cover he's got. You'll see some stuff going in there in a second. So it looks like everything's down for Tom for turn 2. So he looks like going into his psychic phase. So let's join the table, see what's happening, and we'll be back with you soon.
Got a 9 there. I think you're out
right
still.
there.
Oh, is that it there? No, you're still short, I think.
That's a shame. Right. Do I blow up?
Don't you do it. Oh, that would have been really funny.
So it looks like there, by the way, that the Smite just took down the Sunshark bomber. It didn't explode though, so not a bad result there.
Yeah, so the Nexus has put his crossfire token on. That's all we can do. Got 2 CP. Yep. So we will do a bit of shooting. First things first, we'll do some of the easy shooting. So we will just do chaff clearance. So Biker's here. Just going to fire everything at the Kroot there.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. So we got 2d6 flamers. That's 10.
10, yep.
Wounding on 2s. I mean, I think the Kroot are fucked here, aren't they?
What strength are your flamers?
Strength 5 with +1 to wound.
+1 to wound, yeah.
So that's 9 at AP 1. Should we call them dead?
How many shots you got?
There's another...
They're also +1 to wound, aren't they? The other shots.
Yeah, there's another like... How many actually have we got? Let's have a look.
Push it.
2 flamers, could throw a demo, got 12 shots.
Yeah. Well, would you have used the demo charges? Because they're once per game.
Yeah, well, I've got 3, and I've used 1. So I would. I probably don't need to here. I'd probably save it for combat or
fair
something. But I will. So that gets me 2 for ambush because that's killed a unit whilst it was exposed.
Correct.
But didn't have a crossfire token, and I didn't come in from reserve, so nothing else for that. So then we get to some of the more funky stuff. So
Yep.
let's do demo team going after Cold Star here.
Yep.
And we will do the full 6 shots.
Yep.
Obviously, hand.
ICP.
So just before they get into some proper shooting, I've just worked out, and I mean it's a core mechanic for Genestealer cults, crossfire and expose. Those neophytes at the top, behind all of the crisis suits, the Cold Star Commander, granting expose. So crossfire is +1 to hit.
Yep.
If you get exposed, it's +1 to wound. So instantly, really upping up the ante of all those things like auto guns, mining lasers, all hand flamers. All of a sudden, things start becoming a little bit more hurty. So let's. I think we've got some demo charges going in, so we'll let the lads take it away and see what happens here.
And I missed one with the wound, so it's 4. It's 4.
4.
Yeah, you've got 4.
So in that case, pop on the drone, and then I'll level 1 wound regardless.
Yeah, and then Kellamorph is there for the afters.
So I'll do this. So minus what? Sorry, 3.
Yeah, -3.
So the drone is splattered.
Cool.
And then 3 6-ups. Nope. Down to 1.
So 6 damage. Cool. And then we got the hand flamers just into the Crute Hounds there. So that is 7, 11 hits. Your T5. Sorry, this is on the Crute Hound.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
So these are winning on 4s. You've got 5 wounds on your armor there.
6s. I'm dead.
Cool. Okay. So that maxes ambush because I've killed something coming out of reserves. Okie dokie. So you don't have ways to shrug mortals, do you? No, I think it makes sense for the Kellamorph to go for the commander using just his lots of shots. Because then he gets the mortals on 6s.
The wound.
Yeah. So you've got a crossfire now, so it's 2s.
Yep.
Drops 1. Gets
5
5
hits.
more shots.
Yep.
And then you are... No, you're not exposed by him, so this is going to be winning on 4s, but 6s do mortals.
Yep. Please, no 6s.
Come on, Kellamorph. Yeah, he's got him.
Plenty.
So 3 mortals, 6 to AP 1, damage 1.
He's dead. Do I want to blow? No, it'll make a difference.
Cool. And Kellamorph, I think, will just...
Whoa, okay. Where did that just come from? Kellamorph with Wormtooth rounds, pistoling the living daylights out of that commander.
Wow.
3 mortal wounds going through there as well.
Insane.
That is, he needed the 6s there.
He did
and that
need
was,
the 6s and he got 'em.
Which is, it's really, I didn't expect that. Wormtooth rounds on the Kellamorph, very strong. I like it a lot. So, however, it feels like something really bad just happened. There was a 1 roll there and lots of reactions. Let's cross back to the table and see what's going on.
Hits or do
1 multi-damage hit, which is the sniper rifle. So he always hits straight away, and then he always counters exposed.
I thought you had to do 2 damage with the multi-weapon.
No. So I think for lookouts, it's probably all the little guns into him.
Well, we can...
And all the flamers and whatnot. I don't think everyone can.
6. I think only that front guy 7. So he can. 8. He's equidistant, so we can choose. 7.
Yeah, I think it's probably just the size mix,
those
isn't
3.
it? Those 3?
Yep.
Okay. Would there have been scope for me to nudge to have the 4, do you think? Because obviously that's what I was trying to do there. It's just whether you think I can.
Yeah, you probably could have nudged a little bit.
Yeah. So I think if we just the size mix at him, and then the rest of the squad will fire at the crisis team.
Are you popping the extra damage?
I will pop the extra damage, yeah. Do I get the CP back? I do not.
So you're out of CP.
Yeah, I am out of CP.
And where are the other shots going?
Everything else, it will go into the crisis team.
Fair enough.
I think, for better or for worse. So these are 3s. Drop 3, and then these are going to wound on 2s with exposed.
Yep.
Oh, that is 7 AP2 damage 3.
Damage 3. 7 to 5 ups. Is there any charges? What charges are coming for?
I've got the 8 charge here. The only thing they are lining up for is the crisis team, right?
So as far as yeah, but it is the plan. So I can make that a 10, or I can try. What's if I can roll and see if I want to re-roll anything. Yeah. Let me just check when I use save protocols. If it's before I roll the save or after.
Yeah, sure, man.
I don't want to. Check when I use it. After I fail.
Okay.
So minus, what's 3?
-2.
Minus 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
-2 damage 3.
Well, I'll take on the drone first. 6s. Dead.
Cool.
And then I've got
6 more.
6 more. Yeah. Roll them all. Minus what? Sorry.
-2 damage 3.
So
that is 5 fails.
That would kill him. So I can't save him even if I wanted to.
Cool.
Oh boy!
Things.
Is
Nice.
that the second commander
That's
out of there?
Second, yeah.
So that was seismic cannons from the neophytes, and then the rest of basically the auto gun's going to try and pick up those shield drones and the crisis suits.
Yep.
And that's hand flamers, and that is 6 hits from 5d3, 5d6. That is pathetic.
It is.
That is the worst hand flamer roll I think I've ever seen in my entire life. But that was insane. 2 of the characters gone. Very, very powerful characters. Just picked up. That damage 3 from those seismic cannons, just insane, right? Really nice.
The only hope now for us Tau Simps is that he was just baiting them with his very expensive commanders, and he'll shoot the hell out of them with the remaining crisis blobs soon.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's looking very bad now.
I can hear in the distance a manta, just like hovering, is coming in, sweeping in. But first of all, let's see what the 4-armed Emperor's got to say about these crises to see if they survive. Let's cross back to the boys on the table.
It's full deep drink.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's because it's their special one. It's 6 away, 8 away. It's huge. Like, so then these are 4s. Oh. And 4s. So that is 8. I like that we both punked each other's commanders, though.
Yeah, I think my warlord said. No APs though.
No, none on these.
Yeah, I'll take on drones, I suppose.
Oh.
That drone dead. That drone dead. Another drone dead. 1 down to 1.
Okay. Yeah, so we've still got a lot of drones to dispose
Only
of.
1 shield drone left though.
What, sorry?
Only 1 shield. 1 shield.
Oh, only 1 shield, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So we will then do other neophyte squad into them. They are the full shebang with crossfire and explosion and everything else. So flamers first. 10, 13.
Yep.
So these are 4s.
Yeah. I think you're gonna get probably 12 plus on ambush.
Potentially. That is 8 wounds from the flamers.
8 wounds. I have 1 shield drone left, so I'll roll it 1 at a time till he dies. He's dead.
Cool.
And then I've got 6 more.
Yes.
So where's the marker drone? Till he dies. He's dead.
Cool. And 5 normal ones.
And then 5.
And we've still got seismic cannons and shotguns to come.
Well, I will take on the sergeant.
Cool.
And I will pop the stim injectors.
Cool.
So he's 2 saved.
Yep, so he gets the 1.
And then 4 feel for the pain. I'm fine.
Makes it. Cool. So now he's taking the rest, right?
He has to take the rest.
Yeah, so he's got to take the seismic cannons. What's his normal armor? Oh, 2 up. So yeah, might as well do the.
He has iridium.
Yeah. So 3s, 2s. Yeah, the iridium is nice.
He's a big tanky boy.
So that is 7 AP2 damage 2 onto him. So if we yeah, I've got to work him out right, and then, but with a 2-up save, he's probably going to be all right.
27. So
7,
I'll
yeah.
roll 2 at a time.
Yeah, that's cool.
So first 2, AP.
AP2, so fails
So they
both of those.
go 3.
Damage 4.
4 feel their pains. I
Cool.
take 1.
Has he got a 4-up?
4 up feel the pain.
Oh wow,
Feel the
amazing.
phase.
Takes another
Feel
one.
another one. Feel the pain.
Takes another
Take another
one.
one.
So he's on 2 left, is he?
He's 2 wounds left.
Yeah. Cool.
Next one.
Takes both. Oh, he's going to tank it here.
Take it back.
Yeah, he tanks it like a champion. Cool.
But I can't use that ability again.
No, exactly
That
that.
Iridium, was that the Iridium battle
I
suit?
think it was the Iridium battlesuit. Yeah.
Rolling
so.
sixes for days there?
It sounds like he's activated his stim injectors as well to give himself a feel no pain.
Yes, but that was, I mean, I think that
He needed that.
that was
needed to
that was the
happen.
opening to the shooting on that crisis suit unit that he needed, right? He
Yep.
needed to. Now it makes me think that that crisis suit blob are going to be there, right? So, I think crisis suits staying there makes this a really good next turn for Brad in the sense that he's got so much of his big gunning assets still left there. Burst cannons, plasma, cyclic ion blasters. Yeah, it's going to be good. So we'll let lads take over here.
I don't think they can come through here, but you get the idea. Is your commander particularly dangerous in combat?
Nope.
Cool. Might as well force the fallback. Can you do your shoot up in the sky thing out of...
Yeah.
You can do that out of combat. Cool, that's nice. And I guess it's the big one here, so it's the 3d6 charge squad at the crisis. Do you wish to pop your defense?
Yeah, I'll pop the minus to the charge.
Cool, so I need a 10. I've got 3d6 picking 2. I've got no CP.
Yep. 9.
Just. Very close. Very nice. So I think that'll help you a lot.
Yep. Gives me some options.
And-
Definitely hurt. Plus 600 points this turn.
Well, no, exactly. That's it. Yeah, I've definitely hurt you. So yeah, I mean, a couple of the bikers will swing. I will tag the commander this
Yeah,
way.
might as well. He's probably off through a teleport because I need to start doing some actions around the backs.
And we will just base those guys. So the 4, 5 that can swing will just swing.
Yep.
So I got 4s, and then I think it's 4s as well.
Yep, pure strings back there, haven't you?
There's a bunch. 10. That's the bit. That's the big pack.
So if I'm going to get my big primary, I need to kill them.
So three wounds on the crit hands on that.
Maybe. Kill 2.
Yeah, cool.
Is all your attacks?
Yeah, that's me done. Yep.
I'll bite you back. Threes. Oh, you managed to hit, aren't you? So 4s. And then 5. 2 wounds.
Oh,
minus
2
1.
wounds. Nice. Fail both. Gunner pains. Wound a buggy. Oh. Nice one. Any other attacks?
There's no other combat's going on, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's a 2 overrun. It's a 5 bruise swarm.
All right, so that is bottom of turn 2 for both these players. Tom scoring some more overrun points because he's sat on objective 4 and objective 5 currently.
Running away with these points, isn't he?
Ambush, things came in and killed stuff from ambush with shooting, scoring those points, racking some more points up. He's raising the banners as well, so I think he needs to add some of them on. Maybe that's the start of his next command phase. So now we're going to go into Brad's turn 3. Brad has some work to do, but he has his crisis suits left. They tank some really nice hits, and he has another 2 squads to come in. That is basically what's left, and we're just going to have to see where they can land and how much damage they can do. The problem Brad's going to have is turn 3. He might actually struggle getting on his own objectives here. Like, he needs to worry. He needs to defend objective 6.
So much in that backfield now, isn't there?
Yeah. As he was saying though earlier, he has his commander on objective 6. We can't currently see him, but he has a stratagem to take him up and back out of the way, so he can jump out of combat effectively. That'll be fine. But then he's going to have to fall back on the right and open that squad up for shooting because currently they've tagged 2 different units there. So I'll have to see. My thing though for Tom is I'm looking at objective 1, 2, and 3 and going, wow, he's really castled up there. So does Brad have to go 1 unit to defend my home objectives and deal with everything over there, and also 1 unit maybe pressure on objective 2 and objective 1? You know what I mean?
He's talking about putting 1 down over towards that grate that's of near objective 5 on objective 2. There you go.
Nice.
That bottom left grate. I think he's talking about sticking a crisis suit down there, which will threaten obviously.
Yeah, so that is obviously as well. That's light cover, so his crisis suits will get plus 1 to their armor save.
Yep.
It is difficult ground, but not really going to affect them too much because they're just going to come down and shoot, right? So they're not going to bother about the minuses to charge and minuses to move and stuff like that. So, Hammerhead is going for a charge, and you know something, that's not bad because it's going to lock them up. It's going to stop them coming out and recharging next turn. I don't know if Genestealer will have a way to fall out and recharge. Maybe they do. But it might cost CP, which is what he's thinking, right? Look, my Hammerhead's not doing anything. So, part into combat. Are you going to be able to blow it up? I don't know, but let's give it a go, right? Those Acolytes with Flamers are a pain in the bum being there. He needs to put some chaff shooting into them, maybe some burst cannons or something. So, it's going to be good. This again, Tom running away with the VPs early on. I mean, we have to look at Brad's VPs quickly. Look at that, right? Really struggling on domination because he got pushed off off objective 4. Remember at the start of on his turn, and he's not had no prisoners on yet. Now we know being Genestealer player, you're going to give. I would be so surprised if he doesn't get 10, 11, 12 points, maybe even more from that. We'll have to see by the end of the game. Assassination, he's going to struggle to get to the characters. Look at his characters are buried in on objective 3. I feel like there's a Kellamorph around objective 5 somewhere, which could gift him some assassination points because it was the Wormtooth rounds that picked up one of his commanders. So we'll have to see. It's not over yet. VPs look deceiving, but Tom definitely out on front at the moment. It's just when the glass cannon starts to break, isn't it?
I think it all depends on what Brad can do this turn. This turn's pivotal, isn't it?
Yeah.
All them crisis suits are going to come down. That big blob of crisis suits that stuck it out, bless them. Whatever they can do is going to really swing this game.
So while these lads, whilst Brad's thinking about his movement for turn 3 and where he's going to bring in his sexy crisis suit drops, I think we get a bit of an update from round 1 of into the Hellstorm 10, and I think we see what's going on around the grounds, around the tables. There's some really nice armies here, some demons, some knights. There's some towers, some orcs, but I want to know from Nick what Nick thinks is the big games of the day. So let's cross to Nick, but in the nick of time in 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Welcome. I'm really good at this. Hello.
Nick, your camera's frozen. Your camera's frozen, so we'll come back to you in a minute, Nick, because your camera's frozen. No, I'm not taking them, but your camera's frozen, so I'll sort that out in a minute. It's literally frozen still. So you were speaking, but we couldn't see him, so we'll come back to you in a minute. So, Elliot, what I need to do, mate, I need you to fill while I thought something out. Is that all right?
Okay. I can fill.
Good.
So, obviously, we're here into the Hellstorm 10. 10, ladies and gentlemen. That means we've done 10 tournaments. It feels insane. I remember doing our first one. We've come on leaps and bounds since then. But never mind the tournament. What are you guys doing at home? Are you doing a little bit of a project? Are you doing a bit of painting? Are you doing a bit of converting? Let us know what you're doing. Love to hear about your hobbying this Saturday. If you're not hobbying, what are you doing? I've been reading the Siege of Terror books recently. Very good, very spicy, lots of World Eaters, lots of Blood Angels. I feel like they wrote Echoes of Eternity just for me. That's really nice. Obviously, I'm a bit sad about Tau not performing as I would like them to perform. I don't think I should admit to any biases as a commentator, but I'm just going to be truthful with you. I do want the Tau to win, and looking like it's going to be tough for them. Definitely got the crisis suits that are going to come in and do a little bit of punching, but is it going to be enough? Especially when Tom's running away with the primary. Oh, I don't know. I think we might have resolved our technical issues. So I think, Tom,
what was that?
Passing over to Nick.
I think I don't know what we were on about. There was never any technical issues.
Any technical issues.
This is Hellstormwargaming, and there's never any issues. But I think, Nick, we're going to cross to you for the second time because we've not crossed to you yet. So, Nick, please give us an update from the room.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Yeah, all working good? Well-oiled machine, clearly. So I've been doing Wander About. We've already had some games that have finished over on table 19. The Guard versus the Custodes. It did not look good for the Custodes when I first checked on them. When I came back by turn 3, the game was over. 97 points to the Guard, 67 to the Custodes. They barely had any models left on the table. Over on table 5, we have the Grey Knights versus the Black Legion. It was close last time I checked, but it's not looking good for the Grey Knights. They've already lost 2 Dread Knights, and as I believe I mentioned earlier, the Dread Knight that charged in with the Hellbrute, it ended up doing no damage the following turn as well, and getting absolutely pummeled by the Hellbrute. Over on table 14, we have the Creations of Bile versus the Drakari. It's not looking for the Drakari, but they've split and scattered across the board, but half their army's already gone in turn 2. It's not looking good for them either. Then over on table 6, Nids versus the Orcs. This is the one with Magoo, who You may have heard shout war earlier. The reason why he shouted war, he wasn't actually calling war. Turns out he left his war boss exposed, and a harpy flew over and killed him in turn 1. He lost his war boss on turn 1. So yeah, Magoo's doing really well. But that's me in the nick of time. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, Mr. Nick Lambon, thank you so much for that update. That was fantastic, wasn't it? We love Nick.
That was good. I mean, he was very sad about hearing about Magoo.
Magoo's war boss just absolutely causing his own
That makes me a little bit
death.
sad, but
Yeah. Can I just say, welcome. You are watching Hellstorm Wargaming right now, and we are bringing you live coverage of our own event into the Hellstorm 10, or X, because we're being well, cool, and hipster, and we're adding an X instead of 10.
Panda forever.
If you great movie, but we'll get to that in a second. And it's Tom here with Hellstorm Tom, Hellstorm Elliot, and In the Nick of Time, and we're bringing you 6 games.
That's his legal name now.
What? In the Nick of
Time. That's his legal name. He's changed.
And we're bringing you 6 games of incredible Warhammer and trying to be professional while we're at it. Basically, it's like the kids have been let loose this weekend because we've got no Mikey. Mikey's running an event, and he's just gone. He's gone. We're like they're like the babysitters, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Elliot are going to try and bring you the best commentary we possibly can on as little knowledge as possible. Isn't that right, Elliot?
Well, I say this a lot, but I have been studying the Blade.
Have you?
I am very knowledgeable about Tau. I know. Strike and Fade was what happened before when the Crisis Suit Commander moved back. I definitely knew that and didn't need Mikey to look it up for me. Apparently it's a stratagem.
Right.
Which is shameful because I profess to have read the stratagems last night and don't remember that one being a thing.
Yeah, but
It
you
seems
study
really
the
important.
Blade. You study the Blade, not the book, right?
Yeah, this is very
So
true. No movement.
You can't kill anyone with a book, so you've got to study the Blade to kill people, right?
Yep.
Exactly. So can I just say big up, thank you so much for joining us. We love to see your beautiful names and faces in chat. Let us know if you're enjoying the game so far and the coverage. You're joining us at top of turn 3 between Brad Hall, who is playing Farsight Enclaves, Tau Empire, with Crisis Suits for Days, and also we've got Tom Lohman, who is playing Genestealer Cults, and he was painting this army very, very late into the week. I think he finished like 24 hours ago, something like that. So
Good effort.
Both of these lads great. Enjoying the game so far. Again, it's round 1, so we're here to have fun. We hope you're enjoying the coverage. And should we have a look at the table? See if Brad's managed to. I'm hoping to see some white.
There's been a bit of movement.
I'm hoping to see some white blobs of Crisis Suits on there. Let's have a look. And on the table, we see some Crisis Suits. Okay.
Ooh.
Right, okay, so I think we can see the Crisis Suit blob that were near Objective 5 at the top right. They've moved forward to try and push that Objective 2 with the neophytes on it. We've also got a squad of 3 that have dropped in on the light terrain, which is the crater. And they're blending them really nicely, aren't they? You can just sort of like, their armor is stealth armor.
Just dazzling.
Yeah, and then we have another squad of 3 that look like they're going to try and deal with the Flamer Acolyte hybrids on Objective 5 as well. Try and make sure that they can clear them off. I'm hoping for Brad's sake that he can clear up a lot of models this turn. He needs
it's going to make for a more interesting game, isn't he? If he can get, whatever he's planning to do right now, which looks like clear that left side of the board, I'm hoping it comes off for him because it's going to make a more interesting game for us. Because at the moment, Tom is in imperious form. He's doing very well.
He is
scary.
Also, like, looking at Brad's primary and secondary, if he doesn't do well this turn, he is going to seriously handicap himself for turn 4 and turn 5 on that primary. Scoring 0 on domination at this point. I know it's a hold 2 and a hold 3, but that is not good. Turn 3, command phase is gone. He's only got two turns left. The max he can get is pretty much like 24, 26, yeah? If he gets some overrun points as well, and he'll score a few more at the end of the game. But the point is, I think he's automatically going to be 15 to 16, 17 points down at the end. He's not going to be getting that much. So his secondaries as well. He's going to really struggle with aerospace targeting. He's lost 2 of his commanders. So they were the ones that would do the action in the different corners as well. He needs to assassinate some characters. They're going to be hard to get to. I feel like I'm making Brad sound like he's got a really difficult uphill battle. He does. You know what I mean?
Just as we get the call for 1 hour left on the game. It's looking a little bit uphill. And
everyone's cheering for pizza, which I also second the cheer for pizza. So yeah, I think Brad needs a good shooting phase. Yeah?
Yep, definitely.
It'd be interesting to see if he's going to carry on.
I wonder whether it's just becoming damage limitation at this moment for Brad. I don't want to... I mean, we're going to have to see how this turn goes, and we'll pass back to the guys in a minute as the shooting happens.
Yep.
But I think it's... it could be looking pretty nasty for them.
Shall we see what the lads are saying? So it looks like we're delegating some shooting out. So we're doing some marker lights out there. So let's see what the boys have got to say, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Neophyte.
Okay.
I'm hitting on 2s with him anyway. To make a difference. I'm going to kill them off. Yeah, I think I'm going to kill them off. Michael, kill them off. Hits.
Cool. So you've put a marker light on the Kellamorph. I like it. Baller move.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all good. But these are the fiddly turns. It's all going to get a lot quicker. I'm going to have about half as much stuff to use in a minute, so that'll help. Let's see it then, Bradley. Where do you want to start?
They won't let me have any primary. He's bullying me.
That's kind of how I play.
Yeah. So the 2 fusions.
Cool. This was at what? Sorry.
Then pure strength.
Cool. So they both miss.
2 misses.
Yep.
Then for 6 cyclic.
Okay, 2 hits.
Roll them 1s. And then 2 explodes.
Okay. And these guys aren't in reroll range.
12.
Yeah, not within 12. So it was 2 hits. But maybe, yeah, I can't remember if one was an explode or not.
Yeah. It was
Should we coin was it a 6?
It was 4. There was 2
Yeah.
64s. And then cat window on 2s, but I'll fast like reroll it.
So you only hit twice in the original volley.
Yeah.
So
There were 2 4s, 2 6s. Wasn't that?
no, that was on the reroll. On the original
Two
hit.
saves then. 2 saves then. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it was 2. Sorry, no, that's fine. But there were so 4 ups.
I'm boggled. This is not going well. 6.
It's all the little shots that do it.
Yeah. 6, 9, 12. I forgot I'm not in Kion. I'm not in 12. I measured everything else, but not Kion.
Oh yes, you don't even get the
Yeah.
explodes. Right. Okay.
But I got these 1s at least. Look at all that.
Again, you're not in reroll range with these boys, buddy. You couldn't position them.
No, I tried. This is.
Oh, was this the one?
This is why. That's why he's trained there.
Okay, so he does definitely need to be further back this way to get the rerolls from where you were. But it's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, good. So carry on. So then 3s.
Yeah, 3s. I'll take that.
That's nice. So 7.
Yep. No AP. Just
Okay. So pure strains. Make 2. Oh, that hurts. That's 5 dead.
I can have that. Right.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's quite a nice.
The other 1 suit into the acolytes.
Yep.
So 6 bursts. Real 1s. They are the closest eligible, so I do get expense 6s here.
Yeah, is this firing at who? Sorry, buddy.
This is the 1 suit that I fire backwards. Where did I put my tape measure?
Oh yeah. Okay, you are the closest.
Am I
yeah.
within 9? Nope. So no, I am hitting on 4s. So
Okay.
Check.
Cool.
But then 1 explode.
Yeah, and then winning on 3s.
Yep.
4
So 4.
AP.
Nothing.
Okay, so just 5 ups for the acolytes. Oh, wow! Look at that. Nice.
Cyclic. Do.
2
2 wounds.
AP.
-2.
-2. Oh, 2 dead. Very nice.
And then the 1 fusion. Misses.
Cool.
How many left?
3, including Mr. Demo Charge.
Who's more likely to kill this? I'm not trying to punch them. Doesn't seem good. Right, we'll go with these. Suppose. So I have 3 suits. I need to kill these as well. The -1. I'm within 9 with the unit. Kion's gonna be weird. And I am 6 away from there. 4, 6 there. I think I get expense 6s there, not here. So I think what I'll do. I've got the expense 6s now. No rerolls. I think I'll fire these 3 suits. Fire all the burst and cyclic into the Genestealers.
Okay.
And we'll fire the plasmas at them 3 guys.
Okay.
And these 2 suits.
So
We'll shoot into them.
it's 6 9s here. Plasmas into them.
Yeah. Well, 3 plasmas there. 2. So these 2 suits are shooting everything here.
Yeah.
These 3 are splitting
Between the little guns
burst and
here
cyclic there.
and the funky
Back
guns
of
there.
them.
Okay, sure. All right, where do you want to start?
Lucky. Lots of split firing.
Yeah.
This has never gone bad.
No, never at all, especially with -1s to hit and no marker lights, right? But let's find out.
I'm 9.
You are. Oh yes, you've got the +1, so you're back to. What do they hit on base? 4.
4s, yeah,
Yeah,
4s.
4s. Cool. Where do you want to start?
I'll start with the 3 plasmas at the acolytes.
Okay.
2 hits. I wish I was in KO.
1.
Don't wound. I will fast that reroll it.
2. Cool. So it's literally just my demo charge boy left.
So I'm confident I can charge and kill him now.
You absolutely probably can.
Right, so then I've got.
Do I overwatch with the demo charge to be a hero?
Right, then I've got.
Where are we going next?
Sure, my desk. Then I've got. I'll do these 2 that are firing all the guns here. I'll do all these features first because I'm firing all the guns. Makes sense to do all at the same time. Right, so these are the guns into the pure strings.
Okay.
The bursts on 4s.
Yes.
No rerolls.
No. But still pretty good.
And then there's 3 6s.
You do get your carry on here. Yeah. Good.
Oh, there's another 3 there.
Nice. And then 3s.
Come on.
Pretty good.
I'm up with that.
There's that 8.
3, yeah.
Come on. When I play Harlequins, I can make 4 ups. Pure strings never seem to do it. Oh, that's exactly average. 4 down.
Then the cyclics into them.
Cool.
And no rerolls, no explodes either. How many left?
4.
Oh,
Ooh, only 2.
I've already fast sighted, so
Yep.
2. Yep.
1 more dead. 3 left.
Right, I'm charging Genestealers now.
Desperate times.
And then obviously the 2 suits are firing everything into the bikes. So,
Yes.
4, and then the.
So you're hitting on 4s here with the because you got your plus. Yeah.
Overcharging.
Nice.
I might, it's all simultaneous, so I won't get that. I won't get any explodes.
So yeah, 3s miss. Cool.
Yeah.
2 1
Oh,
wound.
they would have exploded because they are the.
No, I think these guys are close to you. So 1 wound. Rend.
Minus. Was that the ion?
Yeah.
-2.
Yeah. So -2 is a 6 up save. Come on.
Yep.
No. Damage.
2.
So feel no pain. No, that kills the wounded buggy.
Just the plan, and then to 7.
Hello. Turns out Tower GSC is a very difficult game for everyone.
Really?
For everyone, yeah.
And the burst. Then they've got the burst, and then 2 plasmas into them.
Yeah. So 4s here.
4s. Ain't bad.
Cool.
Good shot.
And T4.
Carry on.
5 wounds.
Yeah, 5 no AP.
5 no AP. So we've got 4 ups here. I've just saved them all. That's a bit naughty. Sorry, Bradley. That was a bit rude.
Two plasmas.
I mean, if that doesn't pretty much sum up how
the little that Tower are able to do is just getting mitigated entirely by GSC.
Yeah. And also, like, Tau little stuff, like, really relying on their buffs that they're not really getting. They're not getting the marker lights.
Yep.
Kauyon hasn't been used to its full, like, ability. He's not within the range that he needs to be.
Positioning maybe not been the strongest because he's not been able to get the rerolls off that he needs. Yeah, so...
Yeah. I feel like Brad will survive, but he just won't score points. You know what I mean? I feel like, he might neuter enough of Genestealer cults to
just
shoot
run
in.
rings around him and score loads of points. And
Yeah.
be able to claw back from it.
And I feel like he's really going to struggle.
He needed to absolutely get the counter punch in, and I don't feel like. I mean, it might be a big swingy moments at the end of this. I don't want to jump the gun, but
I just also feel like stuff like he's going to in the turns he's got left. So this is turn 3, right?
Yep.
The problem he's got is that in the turns he's got left, he's still going to have to work his way through to some of the characters, which he's not currently doing really. He's going to have to really start jumping on the primary, which he's not doing. It's a difficult one, and you know what I mean. So we'll see. I think Tom will have this on the secondaries, but he might not have anything left by the end. But will he care?
Pray for Brad.
Yeah, right. Let's cross back, see what's going on now.
Oh, that's good. Ouch. 6 AP.
No AP.
No AP, so 5 up. I make 1, so 5 guys die. Oh
I'm
dear.
hoping to kill about 10 or so there.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9 cyclics. 4s. That is.
Not good.
That doesn't wound, but I'll fast reroll it, I suppose.
Yep, so 2 wounds.
2 -2.
So 2 more dead.
This is horrific. 3 plasmas.
Okay.
Only 2 hit.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, my dice are betrayed.
They have actually.
You're still,
Yeah,
still within 3.
I've kept him in 3, yeah.
So I can't shoot him, which is a humongous pain. Difficult for the hammerhead. So fire that first. That's my own bad. I was supposed to fire the Genestealer in the middle. But I guess I'll fire into this. Wait a second.
It's desperate times when it's coming down to the hammerhead. I love a hammerhead gunship, but
No, I'm nothing concerned, so no.
slam the railgun into something and hope it dies.
So I'm shooting bikes. Suppose. It's not a feel-good moment at the moment.
It's strange because I feel good.
Alright, so it's this guy. That was. Probably should fight him into the near fights. That's a shame. Right, so. Can he survive the worm tooth? Maybe.
That's a wing and a prayer. He's got the drone, right?
3 damage in it.
It always depends if he hits the first 3 times. If he does, you're in trouble, right? But
Shoots on, hits on 2s though, doesn't he?
yes, but not if he moves. So
Okay.
it depends if he moves.
Range 12? Sim you're in. Oh, you're at range. You'd have to move. It's 12 or is it 18?
No, it's 18. It's 18.
Yeah, you're in then.
Yeah,
yeah. I gamble killing that. Oh crap. Gamble killing that in combat. This is infuriating. I think that's a good for no prisoner, so I think he'll fire all his mini shots there. And I guess I'll fire his big plasma. No, I think I'll go over there. First one plasma into him, I think, just to guarantee the kill. Yeah. Who's got missile pods from? Missile pod and plasma. Do they want to go there? These bikes are on my fucking tree.
yeah.
Missile pod and plasma will go into these. Doesn't any point. Let's fire everything into these. We need to be quick because we're going to run out of time. 4,
Yes.
6, 8, 10. So the high output. I am not Kioning because you have that one acolyte nearby.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed. Okay.
So
5.
5 minus 1 on the near fight.
5 minus 1 on the near fight, so 6 ups. Oh, 3 6s.
Yep.
2 down. And look out, so no longer.
3 6s there. Elliot.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Why is Tom like rolling his like mega Chad rolls and Brad's just been like not rolling well as well? You know what I mean? But I think it's just Tower struggling, man. Really struggling. Just to clear neophytes like that. You know your game's not going well when you can't clear neophytes.
No.
Well,
Painful.
I think look, Tom at this point isn't actually bothered about picking his models up. He just wants enough to just score him enough points to just make sure Brad can't pip him to the post. So.
You'd be feeling comfortable, weren't you, if you're a Tower right now? I mean, Tom, sorry.
What's Brad got left, shooting wise? I feel like is he done most of his stuff already?
I think there's the one squad of crisis suit.
Is there? I think he's done all his crisis suits. You know.
Maybe the commander's definitely gone.
Yeah. Right. Right. We'll cross back. See what's left in the shooting phase.
Real pain is for sure.
I think you've.
Okay.
I think you've whooped me.
I think it might be the case. Yeah,
that.
I think it might be the case. I think you're going to lose some crisis next turn. But we will see. Cool.
I think forgetting the deep strikes, not.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you thought it was strategic reserves.
No,
but yeah.
that's my own fault. I
Yeah.
Clear.
It's funny because we both punked each other in the back. But I think and the losing the rerolls has really hurt me. But I don't think it's quite as fatal as losing cold stars, right? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to charge my demo boy? Any other? Oh, just no. The hammerhead hasn't fired.
Oh, the hammer just cheers. You see anything really? Any bikes?
Not really. I don't think. No.
So he's shooting bikes.
Cool.
On 3 because with hammerhead reroll. He's hit.
It's -1 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah. Okay. Unlucky.
Oh, then they advance.
Yeah. They can still shoot. Sure. Hit.
I think they're on 6s because they have the 5 base, I believe, drones. Or is it 6? I have no idea. No 5s anyway.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, fast that reroll, I suppose. Yeah, 1. No AP.
1 no AP on the
On a bike.
On the bike. 4 up. Nope, damage.
Just one.
It doesn't save it. This guy who's going to run, I think, to coherency anyway, by the look of it.
Right. Charges. I'm desperate for damage at this point. So, the hammerhead will charge the jackal.
Sure.
Do you have demo charges left?
I've got one. Yeah.
But honestly, I think I quite want him to blow up. do more damage. Do more damage than my shooting phase did.
Yeah.
So you'll go in on a 7.
Cool. You're in.
Screw this dice around.
Yeah, nice one.
Scoot into there.
Oh, charging!
Look
We
at
love
it go.
it. We love it. I hope that. Do you imagine the hammerhead actually does more damage in combat than it will in with its burst cannons and its railgun?
I mean, I'm going to be really sad if it does, but also, I think it'd really hurt.
Well, a hammerhead
flew
charging into
you,
you.
that'd be awful.
Just a hunk of floating metal just like charging into you.
exactly.
The thing I would say, could you do like the limbo thing where you sort of like go underneath it, you sort of like...
Then you just going to get crushed by the engines. Them engines are powerful enough to keep that tank floating.
That's true, yeah. A guardsman would just be turning to paste below it, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you don't want a limbo.
That's true. Maybe you
No.
want to leap over it like the Black Panther.
Yeah.
So, looking at this now, we're going to have a squad of 5 crisis suits charging Genestealers, something I never thought I'd say. I think there's a squad of 2 there, and like maybe a squad of like 5 or something. We need to work out what's going on there. But hammerhead to kill a jackal. Should we hope and pray?
You'd hope that happens,
I know.
wouldn't you? Otherwise, it is very desperate times.
So it looks like we're in on the charges that he wants. Let's see how combat goes for Tau.
Wow. This is what it's come to.
Right. You have a CP? You have 1. Do you have 1?
I've got 1, yeah, I can't interrupt. So.
Can't interrupt.
I don't think I would.
So
Yeah,
I'll start fighting.
yeah. Do you want to just try and batter me with your commander? Let's see it.
Right. Don't forget, he's got 4 attacks.
Oh, he's serious business,
Hitting on
mate.
3s.
Oh, he's hit 3 times. Here we go.
Wounded on 3s.
Yes. 3 wounds. Right, I'm going to roll 3 5s, and then my guy with the demo charge is going to batter you. No, he's dead.
Oh, thank God for that.
He's worth his weight in gold, though. I love that guy. He was absolutely sick in this
I might
game.
have just conceded if he lived.
Yeah, he was in the list for exactly that sort of nonsense, and he's done me proud. Very good.
Suits 6, 9, 12, and then the sergeant has 4. Hit on 5.
Yes.
Oh,
And this is into the pure strains,
this
right?
into the pure strains.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
2.
Obviously I'll pile in, but I'll do that.
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
Not great.
That is a wound.
I'll fast that reroll.
Yep, that is 2 wounds. Here we go. 4 up saves. Come on, boys. Yeah, baby. We're cooking.
Obviously
We're cooking. Yeah, and so you're tagging the near
Can
guys
only
as well,
really
right?
root for
Okay.
the GSC.
So,
It's
do you wanna
like
do
an
your-
adult
do your
Tau
hammerhead over
picking
here?
on a kid.
have no idea. I think that's
GSC,
3.
Yeah,
smiley
three.
face.
Count 6, I
GSC
assume.
really need a glow
That's a
up.
hit.
Organ UK, thank you so much for that super chat.
That's a wound.
449. What a guy. Organ UK, I love you. Elliot, say something sweet about Organ UK.
Organ UK, I've heard you have the nicest fires in the Wargame. It's got weird. It's got weird.
Me
Brett's
and
here.
Brett Castle think it's very weird. Okay. Organ UK.
Just powerful. Nothing sexy, just powerful.
Thank you for your support. We love you. And Brett wants to
It's
join. Brett, you want to join us, Brett? Come on, hold on. While they're doing stuff, should we say hi to Brett on the come round this side? Brett, come round this side. Come round.
Oh.
Hi, Brett.
Good morning.
Good morning. Have you finished your game?
Yeah.
Get closer.
Sorry. Yeah, I finished my game.
How did it go?
Flamers are the most obnoxious things on this earth.
Okay.
And should be banned.
Is that you saying that you lost?
Yeah.
How many Necrons did they pick up?
So first turn he teleported them, picked up all my warriors in one shot. So that was fun. So
I feel like that should be illegal. That's
what do I
insane.
play against? Demons. You know, because flamers.
Zinch Flamers are the new sexiness.
Yes, the flame hammer
Yeah. Goodness.
crutch. That 1,000.
So your metal boys got warp fired.
I got
Yeah.
smashed to bits.
Okay.
They held their own. There was a Chronomancer that lived for 5 turns.
Nice. What? Giving himself a 5+ invulnerable save every time.
He's got a 4 up.
Oh, sorry, 4 up. Yeah.
He was
yeah.
running away from Bellacore, being a hero.
Oh, is he? Okay, yeah. And basically, did you have a good game with your opponent?
Yeah, after turn 2, I was like, we're just going to have a play about. We're just
Yeah.
going to have a bit of fun. I was running the Silent King at Bellacore, running the Void Dragon at his more cat bloodthirster, just to try and get some cool combats. And that's what it was. I returned a really cool game, and that's what it should be about.
What terrain map did you play on?
The Orky terrain with the
so Games Workshop.
Yeah, the GW stuff.
The GW stuff. Enjoy it?
It's terrain.
Yeah. Mikey loves. So we'd run 4 different types of terrain, and Mikey's always like, ask people about the terrain. Ask people about it. We're always just
nice.
like, good.
Mike's done a great job.
Yeah.
So if you ever get to check it out, tell him he really knows how to work a brown paintbrush.
Do you know he had a bucket of dip wash for that? I'm just saying, he literally dip washed an entire like terrain set just in a bucket of
amazing
Null oil, probably, or whatever it is. But so going on to game 2, you're excited for some pizza, but then you're going to
hell yeah.
You're gonna submarine, aren't you, Brett?
No.
Why? Why not?
I'm gonna play seriously.
Oh, okay.
What do you think this
enough,
tournament is?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
We're all friends here, you see. So, well, Brett, we love having you here. Brett has commentated for us several times now, and we've only he's playing in this one, so we had to substitute Brett for Elliot. I know he's the second best,
Sorry,
but you know,
everyone.
so yeah.
He's
Sorry,
very
Elliot.
pretty though, is young Elliot.
He's taken now. He's engaged to be married, so you can't steal him.
Congratulations! Well done.
So yeah, he's a taken man. But Brett,
Cool.
thank you so much.
Been lovely to see you.
We're gonna have a hug over lunch, okay?
Cool, sick. See you in a bit.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, Brett. So basically, what we've discovered is that Zeech Flamers, as we've already guessed, are horrible. So thanks to Brett for that one. So also just again, big up to Organ for that. Be like Organ.
Absolutely strong, powerful thighs.
Yes, and also you can super chat insults to me and Elliot. It's fine. All right, okay. He didn't super chat as an insult, but if you want to, you can, and we'll take them on the chin.
Insult us. Just have a nice, happy Saturday. Everyone's having a nice Saturday.
Turn
No
up,
need for
turn up the
insults.
Warhammerness. Right. Should we cross back to the table and see what's going on?
Let's go on and have a look.
So we're through the combat phase, and we're now into Tom's turn 3. So Tom just thinking about where he's going. He's got some acolytes with hand flamers there. Maybe going to just try and deal with some of those shield drones on objective 4. He's fallen out of combat with his Atalan Jackals and his quad with the Hammerhead. I think the Hammerhead did deal with with one of the Jackals, you know. So that is, and now they're heading towards the crisis suits. Looks like one crisis suit got lost from the cluster of Genestealer cults in the middle. Neophytes falling back as we speak. I think it's just going to be Tom's job to just keep scoring points. That's all he's bothered about. Working out where he needs to try and deal with at least one squad of crisis suits. Maybe leave Brad just on objective 5 and on the left of the board, and therefore his presence everywhere else is just null. So maybe just focus on the middle squad in the middle terrain. And yeah, I think it's Tom's games to lose at this point. Again, racking up some really nice points for domination. Only got 16 more to go to cap that out. Overrun doing really well for him as well. So yeah, we will see what happens. Elliot, you have pulled something out and put something in wrong. Good. I now can't hear the table, you see. Grab Mikey. There, I can now. What are you doing? Oh no, they're there, they're there.
The 14, so come this way. And that's how that's going. That's how that's going. So psychic phase, fall back and shoot. Goes off.
I will try to.
Oh, sorry. Where is he?
It's there.
Would you? Oh no, he's out anyway, so that's
Okay.
fine. I know that's fine. Okay, and then so I absolutely should have angled her so she can see the pure strains if that's okay. Plus 1 attack on the pure strains goes off as well. Cool. Thank you very much for that.
Yep.
That's very kind. So we will do this acolyte squad. No, actually, we'll do the bikers. Everything into the guys
Crisis?
here.
Yep.
Yeah, everything into the crisis. I spent 1 CP. Did I get it back from the Nexus? Nope. Haven't had any CP back from him today. I think we will go full 6 shots on the demo charge. think. Do we need it? Do we need it?
With the size mix, maybe.
Yeah, we will do it.
So,
Do I get it back?
You got 7
I
size
don't
mix.
get it back. Yeah, let's see how we get on. So these are 3s, 3s and 2s. Cool, so there's 4 AP3 damage 2.
AP3 on the suits. I'm exposed, so you cannot cover, correct?
Yes, that's right.
So it'll be 6s. Wait, 2.
Oh, mate suit. So that kills 1 suit.
Damage 2.
Yeah, damage 2.
You
You got the flamer. 3 hits.
Which was this coming from? This squad here?
Yeah, it's coming from them, yeah.
Killed him.
Nice. That's 3 more wounds at AP1.
So 4s. Fail 1 damage.
Just the one, is it?
Yeah, just go. Damage.
Yep, sure. Okay, very nice.
What damage is it? Sorry.
Oh, it's just damage 1.
Okay.
And then we've got 4 other guys, so 8 shots. 3s and 4s here. So that is 2 more wounds, just on your armor.
Fine.
Cool. And then we will fire the entirety of this Neo squad into him. So we'll go seismics first.
Yep.
3s and 2s.
Yep.
So that is 7 AP2 damage 2.
And this is on the crash suits as well, correct?
Yeah, that's right. So it's 5 ups, I think.
And I am exposed, so you cannot cover.
Yeah.
So -2 is 5s. Not all. Damage 2.
Yep.
So 1 splattered, 1 splattered.
Cool.
That is.
So there's 1 guy left, and
Yep.
the rest of the squad gets to shoot anyway. We've got the flamers. They've gone big here. That's 19 hits. Wounding on 4s here.
Yep.
Well, that's not great from them. That is 5 wounds on you. Obviously no armor.
Is this just no AP?
Yeah, no AP.
Fine.
Oh, he's looking all right. And then we've got the shotguns, but they weren't all going to be in range. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I had a guy here, don't I?
7, 8. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, there's a handful behind the
Oh,
wall,
okay.
is what I mean. So it's like 16 shots. Oh, yeah, there we go. So 3s and 4s. So that is another 7 saves for you, buddy.
No problem.
Oh, he's on wound. Yeah, nice. Survived that very well.
Well,
And then I think
you'll worm tooth me.
I'm going to do the other seismics to just finish him first,
yeah.
I think. So we've got 3 seismics.
Yeah, they can all take.
So 3s. But it is going to be 3s here because you're not exposed at the moment. Not by them, anyway. Oh, no, but you are. I just have to have you exposed.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't think you are, right? Maybe through there. Check it.
Yeah, I think.
If it's up to you, I don't mind either way.
I think you got it.
Cool. Okay, so in which case it's 5 at AP2 damage 2.
AP2 damage 2. So 5 ups.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I don't want to detonate myself. Will it make a difference?
That's 3 for ambush this round.
Sure. I think I will blow myself up for the sake of it.
I love it.
Just
Look, Brad, I respect it.
Spikes, I think they're within 3.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 to 5, D3.
Yep.
Take D3. Take 3.
Oh, the big 3. Save 1 or win the buggy.
Take flat 3.
Oh, they're dead. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted the revenge on the pure strength.
I don't have any range of them near fights when that's too far away.
Sure thing. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Calamorph,
Worm tooth me.
Wormtooth, and it's do we go for the commander or do we go for these boys? They just pump out slightly more shots, I guess.
So what I really like about that was look, he went, look, I might as well try and explode myself, see what happens. And all of a sudden, rolled quite well. So he took out the final squad of Pure Strain and took out a bike as well. Now we've got the Kellamorph at the top of your screen doing some shooting as well with the worm tooth.
Yep, pretty nasty.
And it looks like... Oh! So those 6s are saves on the Crisis suit.
Nice.
And that's from the Kellamorph, who rolled well as well. But
They
obviously,
know now, they've learned. They're very quick at learning, Tau.
every time the Kellamorph shoots, he can move as well, so he's just shuffling away as fast as he can.
Cowardice.
Yeah. But the only thing I would say is that it looks... Brad losing that Crisis suit blob in the middle really hurts. Again, it's just shut down so much maneuverability. Looking at the left of the board for Brad, he's got what? 4 Crisis suits or something? How many's he got there? No, he's got 5 in total. A commander with a shield drone, but that's it. He's got nothing else left in reserve, obviously, going into turn 4 in a minute. I think Brad's in a bit of a scoring issue, you know what I mean? So
definitely so. That's the thing, we kept talking about that turn 3 and how important that was for Brad to be able to counterpunch and it happen. Now I think it's just going to snowball away from it.
Yeah. So we've now got some hand flamers going into objective 4, so let's see what the scores on the doors are after he rolls them out.
No, it's still there.
I got 5 more.
Oh.
Oh, I failed. I only failed 2.
Oh. So close. So close. Cool. And then, yeah, I mean, the Sanctus may as well. You've not got CP now, do you?
I got none now.
So Sanctus may as well hit
Oh,
them.
if I had a CP.
So he does wound. So that's immortal as well. AP 3 damage 2 on these Crisis here.
AP 3, so 6s.
Nope, so that's 3 damage, but they've got 4 wounds, don't they?
Is it more wound as well, you say?
Yeah, so it's 3 with the mortal. He
Oh,
doesn't
3
have the
with
relic
mortal,
gun. It's just the 2 damage. Nice. So
Yeah.
charges. Bikers need a 5, I think, to get round. They are round.
Yep.
Zoomy. Five. Nice one. Okay. It's just pure strains into Crisis here. 8. Might as well go this way. Cool. So I will start with the pure strains. So they got the +1 attack power off.
There's still quite a lot of bodies left.
Yeah. No, I do. Well, it either goes I have none left, or I manage to get just enough of an edge right that I can grind it out. So that's need 5 more. 2s and 5s here, buddy. Okay, so you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at AP3.
Oh no! 6, 9, 4, 8, 11. 6s. That's not good.
Oh dear.
Got a guy on 1 wound, haven't I?
Yeah, you got a guy on 1.
1 dead, 2 dead. They're all dead.
Okay,
That was the Genestealers, correct?
that was the pure stranger. Yeah, no, the bikes didn't do that.
Yeah, like-
You wish. And we'll advance menacingly towards you on this side.
Oh.
Okay, just pile in there. There's 6 bikers left.
Oh, you've just completely primary stabbed me. I'm not getting any primary again?
Yes, baby. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm. This is the one thing I was worried about.
3s. 4 wounds on your crit hands.
No AP?
Yep.
6s. I'm dead.
Okay, nice. Okay, so Ambush was a 3, Brood Swarm is another 5.
Yep.
On our way to finishing that. Overrun is a 2. And Banners was a 3 again. You're round 4.
Right. What do I get for more? I think I have to sack off the aerospace. I can't afford to do the action.
Yeah, I think it's just focusing on score now, isn't it?
Now just kill characters,
But
kill
also
models.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
Just sack things off. Gain a CP. No. You have 5 potions there to kill. Honestly, the seismic cannons are savage.
They're incredible, aren't they? Absolutely incredible. Because those squads are like 200 points, and they blow over, but you're like, it's worth it just to have those seismics around the board. They're insane.
Oh crap! I've got a hammerhead, a commander, 2 suits. Yeah. Oh. I want to get revenge on this Kelemorph. Don't mad him. I want to try to do an action. It's 4 points. Can you find my primary points anyway? Can't seem to find.
I can make no promises that you're going to have any, Bradley.
I'm not going to have any. I've only got 3 units. Oh, but I can make it 4 units. I'm popping a marker drop.
You could. Yeah, absolutely. Problem is, I get a whole turn to get it off. That's the problem.
20 minutes.
Bradley's go turn was an absolute stinker, as you will have seen. He had an absolute mare.
Yeah. Oh,
turn 3 was meant to
also,
turn 1.
Yeah. That was the one.
I completely forgot. I thought the underground was strategic reserve. They're coming on, not
Oh, yeah, that as well.
So when he came on here and killed all my cold stars, I was like, oh crap. But that's my own fault for not asking.
I know you're both playing, you're still on stream, but the exposed here, neophytes coming here, granting exposed and stuff like that as well.
It's huge.
And just you'd be able to pick off 2 characters as well.
Yeah.
I just thought it was strategic reserve.
But that's not a.
But that's learning
the thing.
It's really hard.
You learn so much.
It's also super hard to prevent with a list like Bradley's as well, because all his assets are good assets. He's only got a handful of crappy things, so it's quite hard to stop my stuff. But the little demo charge guy over here was an absolute champion. Got into the cold star, just so good. But it was actually a very finely poised game, and if he'd gone second, it's way harder for me as well.
Yeah, I think if as many kills as possible now.
I think so. I think just get your points, man.
Yep. Not gonna make a difference at this point. Can't do anything over here. No point trying. I do have a teleport. Come in here. They'll be slightly closer, so can't shoot the Magus.
Oh no!
Let's just kill the ship. Kill them off. And some other. The jackals can go away.
Aren't they amazing?
They're so
Imagine
good.
if I had 3 squads. Imagine! They're insane. I think one less pure strain squad and another squad of them would be really nice.
So obnoxious.
They're really obnoxious.
The pure strains haven't been too bad, to be fair.
No, you do want them. I really like having at least a couple of units for the counter punch.
I run 2 units.
Because it keeps your opponent honest as well, otherwise you rush me, right?
Was that when you're there? I had to deep strike over here to
if it's all guns, you can get close without worrying too much. And
So I'm just going to jump in here just to say, like, obviously you might have overheard me just chatting to some of the boys there and stuff like that. I think, look, we think we can all agree this game's now a bit of a foregone conclusion, just looking at the VPs and the situation for Brad and stuff like that. I think it's been a really interesting game because I think the turn that Tau needed didn't come, and I think it was a bit of a shock to us all as well. The power of the Genestealer cults getting in there, from the the demolition charges to the seismic cannons, and just getting that crossfire and exposed and stuff in there. Really, really strong. I think the thing I'm looking forward to is seeing how the Genestealer cults can progress through this, because obviously, look, there's only one army here. Tom has been an absolute chad and bringing it. But it's been a really good lesson in seeing how Genestealer cults play. Look, loads of 1 wound, a little chaff that pop up here and everywhere. Really strong. Again, hope you've been enjoying the game. We're going to see this one right out. It'd be really nice to see if Brad can get sort of around the 40 mark maybe on the VPs. He's still not counted up his assassination points. Not his assassination points. His no prisoners points yet. And
anything he can do at this point is a bonus, isn't it?
Absolutely. You're going to want to net some no prisoners points. And I think if I'm him, I just go kill as much as I can.
Yeah, definitely.
Try and get a character if I'm lucky. Maybe he wants to do with that Kellamorph at the top of the screen.
Yeah. Revenge for his cold stars that melted.
From the Wormtooth rounds. So yeah, really interesting game, but also like really nice to see Genestealer cults played well, but also Tau just really suffering from that. You can't win me on better than you can't win me on a 1-2, you know? So,
and also, I don't like to point this out, but the dice rolls have been fairly one-sided today as well, which obviously is a massive. As much as I don't like to talk about in a competitive setting, at the same time, it is a dice game, and if the luck's not on your side, pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, like, great lads, love them both. Really friendly, played in great spirits, and hopefully they both enjoyed the game, right? But
yeah, definitely.
Only round 4, so we've got a couple to go. I would imagine Brad's not going to have a quick. I would imagine Brad's turn is going to be quick, right?
Yep.
So he's going to jump into
the shooting and do a little bit.
Yeah, let's go and have a look what's happening.
Little he can.
Yeah.
You've got the reroll.
Come on.
He's hit. You could have marked him as well, right?
Yeah, no, but
it's fine. I'd let you have
wounded.
it. Yeah, you've wounded, so he takes 3 anyway, right? 3 mortals anyway, and I need to make the 5 up. No, don't get in ones. I don't get in ones. He's just dead. He's just absolutely mullered.
How much damage is it total?
Hammerhead.
The big 12.
Kellamorph. Kadoosh.
Is that points I smell at last?
Yeah, that's some points. Have some points.
Oh, they're supposed to be just chucked in proper. Oh, no, that's why he's there, because otherwise I can't see them Genestealers. So they'll fight them Genestealers.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Just finish up. I'm plus my dice. I've only got 2 guys. Oh no. 5, 6, 2. Is that the sweet taste of Kion at last? I am within 9.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Who are you firing at here? The bikes?
This is the 2 crashes.
Oh yeah, into the Steelers. Yeah, go for it.
That one on 2s. So 3, 6, 8. No AP.
These become 4-ups. There is 1 left. Do you have any other guns for them?
Yeah, cyclic.
Nice.
That misses.
I think this gets you over into one of the happier thresholds for no prisoners too.
Yeah, 3. That's fast that one. 4.
Yep, so 4. Come on. Nah, you're dead, boy. Very good.
I've wasted.
Bin those off.
Over here. I'm gonna fire the 1, 6, 8. Hitting on 2s. I'm not exploding against the Genestealer, the neophytes.
No. So 4.
Yep, -1.
-1, so 6s.
No cover.
They're dead. Nice.
15 minutes.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we're in the end game here, aren't we? So they're gone, and it's just what you can do to the
The
bike.
rest of the bikes. High output. These do explode. That's 3 explodes. I struck the dice. Do. They won't either because you're mini transhuman. 3, 6, 7.
7, is it?
-1.
7 -1 on the bike, so it's 5. I make 3 damage.
Just 1.
So 6 is 2 save. I think I had a buggy on 2, so that'll be dead.
Missile pod. Hits once. Wounds once. -1, 2 damage.
Wounds once, -1, 2. 5 up. Nope.
And a
Dead like it.
another plasma.
Yep.
Misses.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this bike's been alright.
They are a right pain, aren't they?
That's what's up. So charges.
Okay.
Oh crap. I'm trying to charge the bikes.
It's charging for the 2nd time in the game, right? Come back! Come back!
Hellstorm will go in on a 10.
Yeah, he loves it. Absolutely loves it.
I'm already in.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then I'll punch you. Commander. 4 hits. 3 wounds. No AP.
3 wounds, no AP on the bike. So 4s. I think 1. That's a dead biker. Tower melee, man.
The hammerhead hits once. Fails to win, but fast sight. Never fails to win.
Okay. Very nice.
Hit me back.
I don't think it's going to matter. I think not at this stage.
There's no points for killing.
No, exactly. So in terms of my scoring, I'll get the hold more again.
Yep.
Just need to make sure we keep on the overrun. I get 3 more on banners. I'm going to struggle to actually hurt or reach you this turn, I think, really, with anything of significance, right? Yep. They have used all their demos now, I'm fairly sure. Because they chucked one here, they chucked another. I think so. We're gonna assume that they have.
Yep.
All they will do is, to be fair, how many models have you got in the deployment zone?
3.
3. So we don't need it for Brucesform now anyway. So I think they'll probably just deny the hold over here.
Yep.
Be something that needs dealing with. Going to
just do all your.
These guys will just move onto here, pop another banner up. Obnoxiously.
Yep.
Sanctus will stay there. Do you know what I'll do is I'll pop the Nexus back into reserves now.
Yep.
I don't think I've any ways of scoring ambush this turn, so I will just take 3 on Brood-Swarm.
Yep.
So we finish that. 3 on banners and 2 on overrun.
Yep.
And over to your 5.
I will gamble on some secondary points, I think.
Absolutely.
How many little guys you got left? I remember I worked out you with 149 wounds and you've rested some bikes. You got 20 neophytes still there, 525.
So just so Joe in chat knows who is going to watch the snooker, and rather than Warhammer, the next round starts at 1:45, so just under an hour. So we expect you to go and get your fill of cue balls and then come back to see
you got
our
56 minutes to get as many balls in your eyes as possible.
Yes, and then we'll be back. But look, yeah, this gives foregone conclusion. We can see the points. I think these boys are just going to be totting up some of the final intricacies for as we get into towards the final bits of scoring. So what I think we'll do is we'll let them rattle up. We'll have a chat and then hopefully come back when they've got a final score. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Look who's back. We're
Hello.
back. We're back, friends. Oh yes.
Oh, very emo.
I know. Elliot, talk me through game 1. What were the good things? What were the bad things? And where? And what would you like to take away from that game if you were both players?
I'm going to start with the Tau because I feel like that's where I have still a pitiful amount of experience, but more than with GSC.
Yeah.
Going first probably hurt him.
Yep.
There's not a lot to range up against when you're playing against GSC and you go first. Positioning, the Kroot maybe could have been used to better effect while sacrificing some of the objectives that you want to run on some of your Kroot hounds. But would all of those acolytes turned up with the flamers and the seismic cannons if that would be the case?
No, very good point. I also think that against GSC, you're punished heavily on the secondary by giving up a weak unit by ambush. So then come out of ambush and picking up Kroot carnivores or Kroot hounds, it's scoring like 4 points from it. And you're like, whoa, wait, all I wanted to do was screen, and before you know it, you're giving away some serious points. You have to sort of really think carefully about that as well, don't you?
Yep.
As well as shielding from charges and stuff. I think the main tipping point of the game was, and I think Brad notices this and he's discussed it a little bit on stream, is letting those blob of 20 neophytes in the back, which grants exposed as well as crossfire, was a huge issue. And also
the Kelemorph nuking one of the cold stars, that was insane.
With the mortal wounds and the wormtooth rounds, the demolition charge being thrown by an acolyte hybrid straight into the face of the other one, and before you know it, you feel like as Tau, your turn 3 response should have been stronger. It wasn't, unfortunately. He didn't have that as a solid response.
At the end of turn 2, I think he's lost about 650 points.
Yeah.
In his HQs, which obviously he needs for the aerospace secondary that he's taken as well. So them to jet round and do the action, good, is it?
No, 1,000,000%. We're going to be back. We're not done just yet, but I just want to let you know we're back at 1:45. What armies do you want to see on the table? So I'll be honest with you. We wanted to start hardcore this in round 1 with Genestealer Cult. We could have Tom back, but I'll be honest with you, with so many more different armies on there, we want to see. And I'll be honest, armies we know a little better. And, we're going for high-level, highbrow meta game here. So maybe we can get Knights on, because they're like 5 models, yeah? That's cool. No, I'm joking.
That'd be really good. I think we've got everything you can choose from, apart from Votan. There's no Votan out there.
That's
the
true.
Kin are not present. They're still in the Galactic Center somewhere.
That's so true. A couple of really good plays here as well. We're a lot of the Steel City, lads. There's Dom from who's part of Vanguard Tactics is here with his Creations of Byleth. I'm hoping he's going to do do well. So nice. Some Harlequins, some Eldar, your more Tau players. So yeah, I think let us know what you want to see. Jordan saying Magoo or Steve. Ginger Steve is here with his. I think he brought his Necrons. Ginger Steve, but painted by Jay from Mohawk Miniatures.
Say of Mohawk Miniatures fame. Yeah.
Mohawk Miniatures fame. What is this fame? No joking. Yeah. So let us know. Love to know. I think let's cross back just quickly to see if they've finished rounding up the scores yet. Have they?
Yeah. I think they're just talking out the last little bits of the.
Yeah. So they're just totting up some round 5 here. I would imagine this is going to be a 100-pointer for Tom potentially. Oh no, he might not be able to get 100 points actually. We'll see. Brad again aiming for that 40. I would argue. We'll see what his secondaries are looking like. He's trying to do a bit of aerospace engineering. Probably needs to do something like that. Again, Tide of Conviction. I thought this would be more of an uphill game for Tom than it was, but he did really well with shutting down the shooting and nuking some of that crisis shooting. But fundamentally, it was enough. He just had to sit on his objectives. He had the speed. The Atalan Jackals really surprised me.
They were insane. They were up the board turn 1.
Yeah, and the -1 to hit really hurts Town. Obviously, with the 5s to hit, they need Markalites to send you back down to a 4.
Hitting on 4s, wounded on 3s being your best circumstance. That's awful, isn't it?
Yeah. Multiple damage. They need. They've got multiple wounds, so they need different kinds of damage for the quad, for the bikes. You know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's a real sort of mishmash unit of stuff and abilities. You know, and demolition charges are insane as well. So I think I'm really surprised that that the Tau didn't do more damage in shooting. But you know, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. And Brad will take it into the next game and see what happens and stuff like that. So. We are about 5 minutes away from the end of this round. It's really, again, if you're playing Genestealer Cult, I think you have to use as much time as possible, right?
Yep.
So
definitely.
Well, we'll cross back to the table for a couple more minutes, see these lads talk out the final, probably shooting and fight phase, and then we'll come back to us for the scores on the doors.
Some wounds to be had, right? So 2s and 5s.
You got a marker in there. I can headbutt you with it.
I don't think they're going to get him anyway. He's got too many wounds, doesn't he, really? Let's find out.
7.
It'd be nice.
He's only got 3 armor, so you could easily muller him. So you mullered them crisis over there.
Yeah, it's all about the 5s. They're very swinging once they're going into T5, which is why they're better into a healing. That's only 6 wounds at AP3. They're not going to get him, so you will get your aerospace.
AP3. I'll kill the drone.
Cool.
6s. Take them all. Can't be angry. And then I'll punch you back.
Yep. Bit of Tau glory to be had here. 1 wound.
Fast light reroll.
Oh, 2 wounds. Can he flatten a Genestealer before he goes?
I don't think that'll make a difference to no prisoners.
2 dead. But he has done his job. So what do you get with your 2 aerospace there at the end?
You get 2 9.
Cool.
I'm 39 points.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah.
How many bikes have you rezzed?
I've rezzed a few. Let's say I reckon there's 1 more no prisoners in there. Let's.
Woohoo.
I reckon so.
Very
good.
And then your turn.
And you killed. So you killed Kellamore if you've killed Primus. Did you kill any other characters?
That's it. No.
Cool. Bradley, good game. That was a rough game, but you were an absolute gent throughout. Like.
And there we go. That is the end of round 1, and we can see the scores on the doors. I did say Brad was aiming for 40, and that's where he's at. Yeah. So no prisoners really carrying him there again. Genestealer Cult's accepting they're going to give that away a lot. He managed to jump to the side of the board for aerospace. So he managed to do aerospace on 3 of the sides,
nice.
Which is nice. The main issue we can see, glaring issue, is domination. 0 points on domination. You can't
score in the primary, don't you? It's massive.
If you can't score a primary, you can't win on secondaries. So you're a bit like it's just an uphill battle. But it was a great game between all the lads. I think the room view's gone. Great, but you're back with us.
Hello.
Welcome. I hope you enjoyed the game. That was round 1 of Into the Hellstorm number 10.
I certainly did.
We have fun. We have lots of events. Great game to start us off. So a big thank you to Tom Lohman and Brad Holt for coming on at our event here at Sanctuary Gaming Centre, e.g. The Shed. And we're going to be back in 45 minutes with another game. We're going to decide when the pairings are up who we're going to bring on. I'd love to see a bit of guard on the table. Maybe
guard will be interesting. I'd love to see a few nice little world eaters. I think there's at least 1. Sorry.
Orc armies.
Nice orc armies. There's that lovely Tau army that we keep talking about. I mean, we've already had Tau. That might be better left for tomorrow, but it'd be amazing to get them on because they're so pretty.
Absolutely. But Elliot, enjoyed game 1. We'll be back for game 2 after lunch. And we want you to be here. No, there's no 1. You must be here.
You must
right?
be here.
Put it in your diary now. We will
Emperor
never speak
demands
to you
it.
ever again. But in the meantime, I've been Tom.
I've been Hellstorm, Elliot. You've been Hellstorm, Tom.
I have. You've been Hellstorm, Elliot. I've been Hellstorm, Tom. And thank you so much for joining us. If you've just tuned in or you've been through the entire thing, thank you so much. And we will see you very, very soon.
In the next one.
See you in 45 minutes. Bye.